Oh, yeah, brother. Welcome to episode 258 of Open Your Toys Cast, the podcast dedicated to the four greatest action figure franchises of the 80s in all time. And those are Cliff.
Those are G.I. Joe, Masters of the Universe, Transformers, and Star Wars.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's enough.
And WWF, apparently.
WWF.
I just had to get some testosterone out. If you want to kick it with us, we want you to do it right here every other Sunday, including on New Year's Day 2023. Ooh, ooh. I wish I had one of those sound machines. Wah, 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 wah.
Let's not.
So we're a morning zoo?
Yeah, exactly. I always wanted to be a morning zoo type of show. IHN, Internet, Holonet, what was it? Imperial Holonet Radio used to do that. They had a soundboard that they would do their shit. Boom, 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 boom.
Let's go to Roger and see what the weather is there in Canada on the 8th.
But we do this every other Sunday, even holidays on YouTube. If you can't make the live show, kick it with us in our group at facebook.com/group/openyourtoys. You just want to know when a new show gets released or when we're going to be recording, you can follow us at our Facebook page at facebook.com/openyourtoyscast. You want to see or click on links and actually go and buy stuff or read the articles that we really poorly, I really poorly summarize. You can go to openyourtoys.com. There's show notes in the upper right-hand corner. Those show notes have links how to subscribe through Spotify, Apple and Google Podcasts, RSS, Stitcher Smart Radio. You can email us at team@openyourtoys.com. You can leave us a voicemail at 720-335-TOYS. You can support the show by buying stuff on Amazon after you go to openyourtoys.com/Amazon and openyourtoys.com/eBay. Whew, Rock, where can they find you?
You can find me on Facebook, you can find me on eBay, and you can find me at the Southampton Hospital next week getting my gallbladder removed. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, let's get all right. Quit your ratcheting down there, badass. But yes, let's get all the unnecessary things out of our body. I'm right there with you.
Hell? It's good.
Do you still have your wisdom teeth by chance?
I have 2 of them because when I got braces as an adult at 25. So I got I had 4 regular teeth removed to relieve some crowding, and they took my 2 upper wisdom teeth. They didn't remove the lowers because they said if they did that, that would make the teeth be
Splay
they'd
out.
have room to move again.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. Oh,
That's all I'm getting. That's where you'll find me.
What about you, Clifster?
You find me posting on Instagram as Associate of Horror. Sometimes I post in the group as Red Menace, but mostly you'll just find me living in the mid-90s with my Kenner collecting.
Oh my God, I haven't done it yet. I ran out of time today, but I will buy those penguins. I never knew they released like the little
You never
mechanized
saw those? Yeah, the little mechanized
penguins. Yeah, no.
Those things are fucking kick-ass.
That was during a time where I was being a normal man in my 20s and doing more.
You were not
sex.
20 in 1992.
Oh, was it 90? Oh,
Yeah,
even
dude.
better. It was high school years.
Yeah.
I definitely was not doing anything toy related in my high school years. So, but yes, I need those penguins very badly now.
Very
Are
badly.
they expensive? Or like they the rare ones that people try to like penguin army build, and so they're super expensive?
I think I got a pair mint on a pretty beat up card for like 25.
Okay, yeah, that's doable.
And when the reason why I'm diving into this Kenner stuff, not to skip ahead, but it's fucking roughly the same price as new toys that don't do anything for me. So I'm just gonna get this stuff that makes me really happy.
Hey, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it for sure.
And fuck Brinkalizer. He posted a photo in the group that has haunted my dreams, and now I have to replicate that photo.
Yeah, it was row upon row upon row.
It was
of
beautiful. It was
God
beautiful.
awful Batmans. Oh no, it was amazing.
It was the best photo ever, and it's completely ruined me.
He did admit that he had to go over to his friend's house to set that up to take the picture.
Yeah.
Did you read past that comment?
No, I stared into the. I saw the photo. Dreamweaver started playing, and I just stared at that photo.
Oh my god. All right, we got the cool guy in the house. Hoping we had a good Christmas and New Year's. Let's go 2023. I think 2023 is going to be the year of the extreme. He says
I thought that was 2003, but okay.
Yeah.
He says those show notes are lifesavers. Hey, they take a lot of work, so I appreciate that. Brinkalizer is on. Welcome, welcome, Brink. Cowabunga Dude is in the house. Roger, Mr. Bat Ass. How can people find you?
You can find me here on the show, and you can find me commenting on all of Cliff's cool Batman shit on Facebook.
You want to reach me, facebook.com/openyourtoys, at Slick McFavorite on the gram, slick at openyourtoys.com. What are we drinking? Come on, it's a new year. It's a new you, Rock. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking Gatorade Zero because the other day when I went to get blood work done at pre-surgical, the lady stuck the thing in to draw blood. She put it in my arm. And she goes, let me know if I'm hurting you. And she didn't find the vein. So she pulled it out, stuck it in here, and goes, let me see if I can find the vein. Couldn't find it. So they had to call in somebody else because they have a rule if they stick you twice. And
yeah, you have to get a new.
They got to call somebody else. So apparently I'm dehydrated according to that lady because she didn't know how to do a fucking job. So I'm drinking some Gatorade Zero to get more hydrated.
I like Gatorade Zero. It's pretty tasty.
It's
I love this one.
It's your new coffee machine. Coffee is a diuretic, bro. It'll dry you out.
One of those cups a day, and that's it. That's all I need now.
Good.
One cup from that Breville machine. Holy shit! It's like you're done the rest of the day. You do not need any more coffee. It's literally I make like this much coffee. It's like this much coffee, this much frothed milk, and I'm done for the day now.
That's good. That's good.
And then
my mom used to drink 8 cups a day, dude. Morning to night, dude. Jesus.
I used to drink a pot all day, the whole day. I'd make a whole pot of Maxwell House. Now I drink 1 cup in the morning and I'm good. And Maxwell House is like drinking warm cow piss drained through a dirty gym sock.
It's one of those things like if you don't know beer, you don't know what good beer tastes like. If you don't know coffee, you don't know what a good coffee tastes like.
That was my big gift. I didn't think she was going to buy that for me, but she also bought me a kilo of each kind of coffee from Italy. She bought me an espresso and
Did it come wrapped in saran wrap?
It came
with some Vaseline wrapped around it.
It just shows you how foreign it was. It was actually the bag says 1 kilogram.
Yeah. Because everybody else is normal besides us.
Right.
No, we have kilos in Canada, buddy.
Yeah. You don't have kilos in Canada?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, they're metric.
Okay, that's
everyone's metric but us. It's fucking ridiculous.
You guys are the problem.
Yes, no, I was saying.
I agree.
Everybody else is normal. We're weird here.
I don't understand like the percentages that you have to do to measure anything. Like we're all even numbers. It's super fucking easy.
Fractions.
Doesn't make any sense. Right? I'm with you, man.
Let's do it the hard way in math. Fractions.
I'm a super NASA nerd, and they use the metric system for everything.
Yeah, because it makes.
Oh, do they?
Sense.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's good.
Yes, I've been drinking an espresso lately. 1 espresso a day, and then like an Americano or something. And then your pee comes out like orange when you're done.
I bet.
I was gonna say, are you like Beavis's cornholio? You're like, I want the TP for my buckle.
Yeah, it comes out just as strong as it goes down. So yeah, so I'm gonna stick with a little bit of Gatorade and water for now.
Oh, all right, Cliff. Are you breaking your diet today? Did you break your diet yesterday?
No, I don't. I broke my diet. I violated my diet every day last week because work was fucking stressful. Because I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the news.
There's been a few disasters.
There's been a few,
one or
few
two.
catastrophes. So I violated my diet every day last week. But no, today I'm drinking water. But I put a splash of real lemon juice in it.
Oh
So
shit!
lemon water.
How many calories does that add?
I didn't look. I said,
No.
fuck it.
But lemon juice is free. You get away with lemon juice.
Yeah, lemon juice is delicious, though. You put a little lemon in your water. I have an urgent announcement. Brink has revealed he tried the Anna's cookies and loved them because they're fucking awesome.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah. Everybody got cookies. I know.
Oh, well, and then I feel bad because Rock, due to some health concerns, was like, please don't send me the snacks. And so I still sent him a card. And then when I sent him the card, I'm like, holy shit, I could at least send Badass a card. You know, I don't need to send him a $50 care package, but I could at least send you a card.
Well,
That's
no,
probably
Jason,
only
those
like
little-
$3 to send you. Right?
Whatever your postage stamp is, yeah, I know.
Oh,
Those
Slick
little
didn't send those
cake
cookies.
balls. Yeah, but those little cake balls you send are so fucking good that last year when I got them, I think I ate like the whole bag within like a day.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many
And
calories there
I had the
were.
whole
but-
bag in like 20 minutes.
I was gonna say we don't send that many. Those are some motherfucking effort balls. That's what those should be called because those take some fucking effort. So yeah, everybody gets like, you get 5. Oh, I'm gonna pull back the curtain on this. You get 5 if you're a single, and you get 8 if you're a family. So Cliff makes out like gangbusters compared to you, Rock. You guys get 8 for your whole family. He gets 5 to himself.
Well, that's what I ate all 8 of them last year. But you know what? Actually, going on what Cliff said, this is the first year I've actually lost 2 pounds since Thanksgiving, even with the holidays. So I'm like, I'm trying to get into the 250s. I'm like this close. I'm at 260.4, and I'm also that close to being down 60 pounds.
Dude, you got this.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like
Awesome,
this
brother.
close, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, every time I look at the scale, it's like 260.4. I'm like, fuck. Because I was 318 last year. This time last year, I was 318.
So amazing. Good job,
So
Rock.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to get down to Cliff size.
I'm trying to get back down to cliff size. I have been slacking.
Let's see. A Cowabunga dude's drinking Haze-Tron IPA. Is that actually like Tron, or here? Why don't we just? Well, let me share my screen. Badass, what are you drinking, bro? Oh, excuse me.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Palm
Oh,
Bay.
Palm Bay.
Some good old Palm Bay.
Yep.
I got new ciders this week that I didn't necessarily appreciate very much, but you might like them. Have you ever had stem ciders?
No.
They're a little pricey. They were a new one. They had a multi-pack, so I decided to pick it up, and it was pear, hibiscus, and then extra dry, which means not sweet.
Yeah, I like the extra dry. If it's extra dry, I'm down.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh,
See the
are you
Haze-Tron?
doing it here?
Yeah.
Let me.
There you go.
Sorry.
Oh, it keeps blowing.
Yeah,
it out.
no, that's. Yeah, let me share my screen. I got to do that shit anyway.
It looks fancy. Looks colorful.
And then we're gonna go Haze-Tron. This is where we should start doing with what we got, or what we're drinking, as we should start showing it. Oh, it is kind of Tron-y. They've got like the little polygons like at the beginning of 3D animation. I like it. Okay, so let me get this shit off of here. Let me get back to this. I have 2 new beers, and they are very interesting. Normally I only drink one. I'm going to be drinking 2 because I'm scared to go out in my living room during the show. The first one is a Michelada, which is really interesting. It is the real deal ×4, which I think those are 2 different companies. Oh, Four Noses is is the brewing company. And this is interesting. So a Michelada normally is going to be beer mixed with tomato juice and spices. This one doesn't have tomato juice. It is actually brewed with tomatoes, peppers, lime, and spices. So it's not where they took a beer and mixed it with tomato juice. They brewed the beer from the flavors of Michelada. And it's really good.
You just put some chopped meat in that and just call it chili? I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like it's like tomato. That's what I'm picturing.
Dill would be weird for a chili, but besides the dill, yes, you could definitely just use it
chopped
as
meat, some beans in that. You got a chili.
Yeah, you could just put some tomato sauce, and you got a nice gravy for Sunday dinner. The other one that I'll be drinking later, but I'll bring it up now, is this Anderson Valley Brewing Company. It's called Briny Melon Ghost, and it's got a deer with antlers. So in Wyoming, jackalopes are a big thing, I guess. Where this is from, where do they say this is brewed in? Dun, 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 dun. Boonville, California. They must have barrelopes there. But I've had this one already. It's not open yet, but oh my God, when they say so it's like a sour watermelon beer. And when they say briny, that's exactly what it tastes. It tastes like if you were just to wring out, rinds of watermelon, not watermelon, but just the green, like leftover part, just wring it into a drink. That's what it tastes like.
Why do you drink the grossest shit? I don't understand that.
I just try new shit, and again, the first one is really interesting. I'm like, oh, this is a very interesting on my palate kind of thing. But yeah, by the time this is like the fifth one in the 6-pack, I'm like, Jesus Christ. If I wasn't so cheap, I'd just throw it away. But
I wasn't so cheap. So
as he's about to be crushed by a wall of toys he hasn't looked at in years.
Exactly.
I know. I feel like he's in a storage locker.
I know.
This will hopefully be the last show from the remote Slick McFavorite Toys storage room.
Secret location.
Yeah. My office should hopefully be cleaned up and ready to go. The big thing with my office is the entire desk is just covered with all my loose toys. When I open things up, I put them on our coffee table, I put them in front of the TV, I set them up everywhere so I can look at them for a month or so. But with Christmas, it fucks all that up. We have company over, we've got decorations everywhere, so as I open things, they just get tossed on my desk, unfortunately. But on a brighter note, I totally forgot where we're at. Oh, it's time to do some news. I'm gonna make that a new segment just so everybody knows.
Oh,
no. Let's see here. Yeah. So much to Rock, bro. They delayed the 1099K. So this year you will not have to report your earnings.
Yeah, they say that now. But would you believe it if next year they go back? Because now I already opened up a DBA. I already filed taxes last year.
Shit.
So obviously you guys know, I already talked about it. I have to have this surgery. I can't work right now because I can't go do tree work and have a fucking gallbladder attack while I'm carrying wood to a wood chipper. Exactly. So I got laid off till I'm can recover. I got to be out of work for 6 weeks. So I'm out till March. I applied for unemployment, and one of their things on unemployment is, do you have any other sources of income? They pulled up my fucking tax return while I was on the phone with them. But my business lost money last year.
Yeah.
Even though I had 30,000 in sales, I lost money because I'm a businessman. So I don't know if that's going to, honestly, I seriously don't know. That might affect my unemployment. because if they look at it as a
you're
source of
absolutely
income,
right. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
but I showed a
wonder how
loss,
they
but they
calculate
literally
that.
pulled up my tax return right in front of me while I was on the phone with them. I mean, I'm
That's
glad
crazy.
because obviously, you know, this affects a lot of people, but I don't trust our government, no matter who's running it, either side of the party, that they're not going to retroactively go back and be like, well, you made this one year, you didn't claim it. So I
This
don't
is
know.
this is true, but the hope is here, and what the article talks about a little bit is that people like Venmo, PayPal, stuff like that, they don't have to report those earnings based on what got pushed through with the American Rescue Act or whatever during the fucking pandemic. And then the brighter note, hopefully, is they talk about some of the activists on side gig people's side, you know, like us, that just want to fucking be able to sell our toys, and if we make a little bit of profit, great for us. That hopefully that'll get repealed or changed, something. So I think it's a good acknowledgement from the IRS in general that they understand that this is ridiculous, you know, that it's a pain to fucking report all this shit, and
But this is what
hopefully
part of it
something
really
gets
is.
pushed through.
Like I was saying, like a hypothetical story. If you had a furniture, a dining room set that you paid $3,000 for, you sold it to somebody for 800, and they paid you electronically. You took a loss of 2,200 on that item. When you, even if you got that document in the mail saying that you got $800 through PayPal, Venmo, whoever, you took a loss on the item. There's no way to report it on the tax return as it's only income. There's no way to show it as a loss. That's what the problem is. So that's why they had to repeal this and they had to adjust it, because they realized it's not, they don't have it set up enough in a way like where you do your taxes where you can say, well, I can deduct my mortgage interest. I can deduct the money I paid on this or that. Money went to my IRA. They don't have it set up fully to
To do
accommodate.
that.
They
Interesting.
only show everything as income, as profit, nothing as it's money you got electronically, but it's not profit. So
Yeah, because that's what my assumption was, is that, you know, like most of my toys, I can tell you the exact value I paid for them, so I'll pay taxes on my gains, whatever, but I'm not going to pay 20% on the sell price of it, you know.
How can you pay
When-
taxes on something you already paid taxes on?
because you're making money on it. That's
And
in America. If you make money, you got to give it to the government. You know,
there's
or
certain
give
exceptions.
us-
Like if you sell your house that you live in, if you lived in there for 3 years or less, then you have to, like in New York, if you live there 3 years or less and you flip your house, you got to pay capital gains on it. But if you have multiple homes and it's not your primary residence, like you buy a summer home and you sell that, any profit you have to pay tax on. The
Yeah.
laws are really weird here, but that's why people do tax shelters. They have their primary residence being a more tax-friendly state: Delaware, Colorado, Florida, Texas.
Wyoming. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of my clients have, Florida addresses. As long as you live there more than half the year, you can claim that on your taxes and as your primary residence, even if your
Yeah.
business is in New York. So
Yeah. But yeah, I'm with you, Rock. I never thought about that suspicion angle. Never.
I just don't trust the government either. I just never trust it. And I just think once listen, if they hired 80,000 IRS agents, they have to. If they said they're not going to go after middle class and lower class people, bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to.
Yeah, when they didn't do Trump's mandatory audit because they said it was too complex to do. So
Yeah, ours are going to be a lot easier to look over with fine-tooth comb. You know what I mean? Like, all you have to do is look at that in your bank receipts and see, like, if you're depositing cash in there and whatnot. I mean, it's just, all of my income like that is when I use to pay for everything else. I pay for the groceries, gas. Try to, get rid of much of that as possible. So,
In more investor news, this will be a new segment in the show as well, just so everybody knows. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway buys Jazwares. So Warren Buffett, probably the most genius investing mind of our generation, you know, of our century, not even our generation, bought Jazwares. So he sees some values in adult toys. Oh, I didn't realize Squishmallows were fucking.
Oh, that's the moneymaker.
Yeah, I was gonna say my daughter can't live without. My daughter and my wife got Squishmallows for fucking Christmas. Oh shit! So there you go. Now, Buffett owns a toy company.
I thought Berkshire Hathaway was the name of Leonardo DiCaprio's company in Wolf of Wall Street. So I thought it was a bullshit story when I first heard it. I'm like, what? It was something like that, wasn't it?
I think so. I mean,
Strathgard Beaumont or something like that.
Evolution Junkion. That's right. We get to see what animated's gonna look like in a new modernized line, and no sir, I don't like it. This is not animated in my opinion. So you get some robots. There's next to the Rise of the Beast guy. But I don't know if this one is necessarily animated. It's supposed to be animated style, or if it's more supposed to just work with the Rise of the Beast Junkion, because that's definitely not very animated in the alt mode. But what is completely an animated one is this Prowl, and I still don't like it very much. It's a little bit closer. So for people that don't remember the animated line, I mean, it was very thin, you know, it was, they had thin limbs with kind of Popeye arms and stuff like that. Like it was almost Dr. Seuss style where there was no right angles on them. And this still just looks a little too normal. So I'm not too excited about seeing animated in a new Evolution line like I was when they announced the Prime. Attack of the Klowns sees it's a Hot Toys day here. So anybody here hate the prequels anymore, or do you appreciate them now?
Attack of the Clones is my least favorite Star Wars movie of all 11 that have been released. So really, Attack of the Clones. No, I also really hate Rise of Skywalker. So I would say those are the only two I hate.
Okay, all right. So those are very low for you. Rock, where's your feeling? Oh, that's kind of nice. We get the animated armbands.
Oh, the gauntlets. Yeah, that's cool.
I used to hate Phantom Menace really, really bad, but it's a peg above Rise of Skywalker. So, yeah. So actually, there's some good parts of the original, the prequels, but yeah.
And we're putting Han Solo above these movies.
Oh, I thought Rise of Skywalker. I was fucking angry when I left that movie.
Oh my god, Rise of Skywalker! It's the only Star Wars movie I've only seen once.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually, I think I've only seen it once too, but that's not because I hated it. But
I was very, especially coming after Last Jedi, which is my third favorite.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, you've got a.
Oh wait, I fucked up. Which is the middle movie of the third trilogy?
The Last Jedi.
What's the one before that then?
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens.
No, it's Force Awakens, and what was the next one?
Last
Jedi.
That's the one I hate. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. Cliff, he just said he hates your movie.
I hate that movie.
Yes, because I had something to do with it. Movies are subjective, buddy. Like
No,
everyone's.
no.
No,
I feel
I
ya.
get it.
I
I
feel
mean,
ya.
when Luke's drinking from the tit with the stupid shit. Garbage. But these figures do look awesome, though.
Yeah, I don't know about the color of the nozzle here. Like
brassy.
They brass that, and everything else is kind of like blue steel. But yeah, if you want to spend hundreds of dollars, you can do that on Cliff's second to worst movie of
Oh no, I think
Star
it's. I
Wars.
think it is my least. I have the list. Hold on, I'll bring it up. I'll tell you what it is.
Now something none of us can hate, right?
Oh my
Right?
god, I'm
Are
all
we
in on this
doing
if they
this?
release this.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
all in.
I am so excited.
I don't give a shit if they're
Okay,
trying
what
to
am I
ruin it
looking
with
at right
trans.
now? What am I looking at right now?
The best thing ever.
Soundwave and the Thunder Machine.
Fuck.
Do you
Take my
not
money.
know G.I.
Take
Joe
my
and Transformers?
Fuck my money. Take it all. You own it. Have it.
So this is a rumored crossover, of course, in the O-ring style, like Bumblebee and Megatron. And they're saying Zartan and Zorana with a Ravage on a chain.
That's
So,
what I'm a little disappointed in, though. I love Thrasher. I think Thrasher is my favorite Dreadnought.
Yeah, I would say,
What?
yeah.
These two together?
Yeah, make them do it, dude.
Yeah, let's have a baby. Let's have a baby.
And I think Zartan and Zorana are could be candidates for a 2-pack release. So for them not to put Thrasher in this is
What about
upsetting.
Xandar? Why is Xandar put out of this? I don't understand that. Why don't you have Xandar and Thrasher?
Again, yeah, you could release a siblings 3-pack.
I think
if you
Zorana
wanted, and
gets
then,
over Xandar because she's a chick. She's one of the very few chicks. Like, I love Xandar too. I bought both of those figures at Jewel Osco when I was a kid because they came out in the same wave.
Yeah, they did.
Hey, Cliff, is that the same as the Jewels? The rest, what you just about this? Is that the same place, the Jewels in the supermarket?
Yes, so it is Jewel. It is not pluralized, but yes, for some reason everyone calls it Jewels.
Because I listen to a Chicago podcast called "I'm Fat" podcast, and that one guy talks more like a Chicago. I don't want to insult anybody from Chicago, but like a meatball. I guess they call them Chicago meatballs. He's like, yeah, we go to the Jewels.
Yep. So Jewel is the grocery store. Osco is like the drugstore. But they're always together. So every once in a while, you'll see an Osco like in a mall or something.
A Jewel Osco.
Jewel Osco.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
we've
because
had
sometimes
here.
like they play voicemails. They're like, yeah, I went to the Jewels and I got the this, and it's and I left my ass off.
Yeah, everyone pluralizes it. They do the same thing to Meyer, and I correct them every time it happens.
Oh, good times. So yeah,
I would definitely buy that. I mean,
I'm
what's
getting
weird
this.
is like the Thunder
Okay.
Machine's never been re-released on all the other reiterations of GI Joe,
Which is crazy because
25th,
it's the
and everything
best
else.
fucking vehicle.
Yeah.
Me and my brother
It's-
both got this
it's
at the same time.
it's got
and
that
it was-
Camaro front end, dude. They can't get that cleared or
It's
whatever.
just such a
it
fun
was.
toy.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
It's got the fucking Batmobile like jet engine on the back.
All
By
right,
any
so
chance, do we have in the news the fake rumor that went out about the HasLab classified
The Dragonfly?
that people were
Oh,
going nuts about?
I think we might. I think I might have that in there.
Oh, okay, sorry.
But is fake news?
Yeah, it was.
Well,
completely-
it's rumor right now. It's
Okay.
some guy was working on key art, I guess, and said that one of the key arts he was working on was for a dragonfly,
Oh, that guy's
and
not
everyone
gonna be
jumped to the
working on
conclusion that it would be
key art anymore, right?
Isn't that what it's called? Key art? Like, was I using the right word? Like,
Well, key art is usually in a sequence, like an animation sequence. You have key frames. So somebody works on the key art, and then the underlings animate everything between the two key art frames,
okay, so I think I was using the wrong word, but he was working on GI Joe art,
like packaging artwork, or okay,
maybe like style guide art. I don't know. But
oh
art.
yeah. Mini Toy Brands fans, Anybody buy any of this?
No.
Maybe it's because I have a daughter that
Yeah,
she
it's
loves
because you have a
miniature
daughter.
shit. We have the mini toy store. We're looking at the mini mini market and shit like that. But mini toy brands looks like they're going to be doing a classified Duke, which, I mean, they look awful, but give me a break. It's you know, 1.25 inches, but this is kind of dope. That's in classified packaging. It's classified,
And with the actual
Series
classified
Duke.
art.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
exactly. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't buy a lot of the world's smallest toys, because they wouldn't have the right artwork and that kind of shit. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I just have the Nosferatu. That's the only one I haven't got.
This guy is obviously taking his fandom a little too far, but hey, because yes,
Dude, but that's only like
are...
a third of your wall. Like, you got to think.
No, I know. Yeah, they're only this big, so
Yeah.
this is like this is
probably a
literally an
shoebox
8-inch.
diorama. Yeah,
It's an
it's a shoebox.
8-inch display all the way.
So you buy it. Like I noticed in the photos they submitted, it's like a ball that comes with like 4 So how much is one of those balls?
They used to be $5, so they were called 5 Surprise, and they were $5. Now the mini toy brands and the mini food brands, which is the one Little Miss McFavorite really likes, those are up to $9 a piece now.
Holy shit!
Yeah, and it's all mystery. We have you don't know how many hula hoops and frisbees we've gotten out of the mini toy brands. And while them by themselves are really cool, you don't need 9 hula hoops. And then, not to leave Transformer fans out, except for that was classified. This is Cyberverse, so meh. You get a little Optimus Prime down there. But it's Cyberverse, so who cares about that? But like this Nido is like one of my daughter's favorite like fidget toy brands. So here, well, normal people can't see this, but some things that make these fun that I've really liked about them is like you can get shelves. Like that's one of the surprises you can get in there is a shelving unit. You can get, this one doesn't have it, but you used to be able to get shopping carts and brown paper bags, like shopping bags with the logo on it and shit like that. So that was kind of cool. But we will move on to something more age appropriate. Origins multi-packs. So these have me excited, right? Skeletor and Screech. Gotta love that, right? Original packaging people. No, don't really care about
So
that.
Dustin Diamond's gonna come with like a sword?
And some he'll have swappable boxing glove hands and shit.
Damn.
Rest in peace.
Glow in the dark. I shouldn't laugh at that. I apologize. I'm more just laughing because it's my segue into talking to the next thing. Glow in the dark skeleton warrior action figure 2-packs, which they're showing down here. Those are dope.
Those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Gladiator skeletons, man. Those look awesome.
Anything skeleton, I'll take.
Yeah.
Articulated skeleton, I'll take. And then a Snake Men action figure 4-pack, and no idea what that's going to be, but
I wonder if it'll be like a riff on the Snake army builder from Classics. Remember how they kind of took all the Snake parts and they made a couple new, like unnamed soldiers?
Oh, for the like PowerCon exclusive?
Was it a PowerCon exclusive?
Yeah, they made like Horde troopers with snake heads, and then
they also made like a Snake Warrior 2-pack.
Yeah, no, I know. Oh, yes. Okay, I know what you're talking about. That's not what I was talking about, but yes. Yeah, just where they make random, You get a cobra head, and you get a rattler head, and you get that kind of thing to make your own. I would love that. How about you, badass? Are you in for army builders like this, or do you like
I'm not a huge army builder fan.
Specific characters.
But I'm down with, like, if I already have the Eternia Guard, so why not have like the Skeleton Warriors or a Snork or a Snake Horde?
Yeah, I agree. I packed up as I was packing up my Eternia Guard, I was like, why? I love that I have it, and I love that it's like a deluxe figure with all kinds of attachments, but I'm like, why do I have this if I only have one? You know?
I know. I bought two because I
did you buy two?
Yeah, because you need man at arms in front and the guards directly behind him.
Yeah, I agree.
Did you guys see on Big Bad that they're re-releasing Orko and Scareglow and
they've been showing up in stores with like 40th anniversary.
That Target kicker. Yeah, I think Big Bag employees like went to Targets and stole all of the displays. Is why I think that happened. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, whoa, like we're getting real Alex Jones today.
Yeah.
I have the documents.
I got some conspiracies for you.
And some boner pills.
Soros, it's the lizard people, it's the aliens, the New World Order, George Soros. Yes, I listened to InfoWars, or I did.
I had a buddy of mine post that they were at our store, and I went there the next day. Everything was gone, including the kicker, which is funny because Peter posted that eBay auction. I think it was a one eBay auction, right? For $400 for that Masters of the Universe kicker. That's just ridiculous. But he was texting me. He's like, "Is this a good price on Trapjaw and Scareglow?" I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah, dude, they're fucking
retail
rare.
Is a good price. Yes,
any retail's a good price.
So, but those flew off the shelves. I never saw a kicker. The only figure I ever saw out of that release was Orko. I saw some Orcos hanging around for a while.
Who was the fourth one? I know it's Manny Faces, Scareglow, Orko, and who's the fourth?
Trapjaw. Yeah.
I got Trapjaw, all of them except Orko in the wild.
Yeah. Oh, see, that's amazing. Dude, I found none of those figures in the wild. Only BBTS for all of those.
I just rely on BBTS for it's too
for Origins.
It's too hit or miss. There are waves that I never see, and then there are waves that loiter, and I never know which is going to be.
Yeah, like that Sorceress, Jitsu, and Naked Stratos. Yeah, those
are peg warmers out here.
Yeah, here too.
The peg warmers
that is the only wave I have seen for 5 months.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I think almost 5 months.
And
that's
the deluxe
wave I've seen.
What is it? What's the newest deluxe He-Man? Flying Fist loiters around here.
No, never seen it in the wild.
Yeah, I've never seen any of those.
Snout Spout and Leech you can find at Walmart's here pretty easily. But yeah, no other deluxes here besides the original Battle Armor Skeletor and He-Man. Those hung around but eventually got clearanced out. Anybody want some NFTs? Come on, it's the future. So they're NFTs, but they're also actual Funko Pops. And where are they going to draw the line? This is Potato Head Transformers.
Funko Pops.
Yeah. Finish this at Funko Pop. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And they're doing NFTs of them. So yeah, this is might be trying to out of control
to court like collectors like me, because like I do. If there's a cool Potato Head, I'll pick it up because I think the Potato Heads are cool. but I'm not
when they
top
were
guy.
doing them, right?
Yeah, like I got a Jason, I got Indiana Jones, I got a
Yeah,
handful of the Star Wars ones.
That's exactly right.
I think the potato heads are badass.
Yeah, Miss McFavorite was collecting potato heads for the longest time, but she never got Transformers ones. I have the original Optimus Prime one, thanks to Mark Haddock from Down Under. He, all the way from Down Under, he sent me a fucking Optimus Prime potato head, and so I still have that in my collection. But yeah,
I tell you, the only word
need...
missing for the hat trick of garbage on this is it's a Funko Pop, it's a Transformer, it's a potato head, NFT. The only fucking thing missing is coming with a crypto coin. I mean, that's the only goddamn thing missing. It's like Sam Maxwell Free, whatever the fuck that guy's name is, should be selling these things. SPF, whatever his name is, that guy should be selling these things from his jail cell in the Bahamas.
On a more positive note, KJ Smith is joining us. What's up, KJ Smith? How you doing, buddy? All right, let's get past these very divisive news stories we have for this time. Look at the Future TVC.
By looking into the future, we just have to look at what was released 2 years ago, media-wise, and we will know which figures are on their way.
So this is the back of the Scout Trooper that comes in like that $50 speeder bike 2-pack. And I don't think any of these are new. It's just we actually get a look at some pictures of them.
I think the Star Killer. I don't think the Star Killer's been announced, has he?
I thought he was.
He might have been.
Because I have some original TVC Star Killers that are now just going to fucking tank. Not that I'm worried about that, but I do have some of the original ones. So yeah, we have Star Killer. We've got Andor people. I know people don't care about those. It says a phase. Oh, that is a phase 2 clone trooper. And then, another Andor figure? Jesus.
Yeah, from the Aldani heist.
And then Hunter, which of course I love. But I really, after this whole hubbub about Andor, I need to go back and I need to watch it when I'm not checking my email and all of that kind of stuff. Because lots of people I respect and admire are just saying it's like the best TV of this year.
What, me and Cliff telling you that it was
every week
awesome?
That it was fucking baller?
You don't respect us?
You are included in that description.
It was my favorite show of the year.
It was mine too. I hung on the edge of my seat, man.
You too, Dave Draper. He also had that opinion that it was the best media of the year, period, for him. No, you guys are included in this very tight-knit group of people that say I was completely wrong in saying it was boring. Super 7
You're not wrong, Jason. I agree with you.
I think Rock and I have the same sentimentality when it comes to entertainment. We need some balls to the wall.
Did you guys watch The Bear? Which is not nerd stuff, but it's really good.
I watched 2 episodes of it. I just didn't go back to it.
Oh, of course, The Bear. Yeah, the dude from Shameless as the Chicago fucking
sandwich
chef.
shop.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That shit gave me like fucking anxiety because I used to work at a restaurant. Like.
Oh really? Oh my.
Yeah.
God,
So some of those episodes are really fast paced.
Yeah. My buddy is a 5-star chef that travels all around the world and does that shit. And I asked his opinion on it, and he says it's fucking real. Like he's like, because that's the one thing, right? If you own a toy store and somebody makes a show about toy stores, you're like, oh god, what a fake piece of shit, But I was like, as a chef, did you like this show? And he was just like, yeah, it was real. It was really realistic to his experience, this kind of shit. So
I'm a Red Seal chef. I haven't watched the show, but
oh really?
Yeah, that's what I did in my prior life, man. I used to cook my fucking balls off for
All
You-
right.
cheers,
Well, I don't want to eat your balls, but you should cook something for me sometime.
I'll do it, man.
Hey, if he's a
I'm
sous
down.
chef, I'm sure he can prepare them pretty nice. I mean, I'm just saying, give it a shot.
We do eat Rocky Mountain oysters out here,
Yeah, I was
you
gonna
know,
say,
so
like,
it's
seen
not
Fear
too far
Factor.
off.
Just put truffles on anything; it becomes
Yeah.
gourmet now.
Yeah.
Just mix it with an aioli, and you're good.
Yeah, anything with aioli is good.
Serve it on a brioche bun,
Some
Might
creme,
be toasted.
creme fraiche.
creme fraiche.
Let's see. So Super 7 gives an update about all of their ultimates, and whew, oh my God, this about gave me a heart attack to see it all in a big list like this. But you can go look at it if you want to. But let's see. Some of the more important ones we would care
They
about.
left off
G.I.
the newest
Joe.
Conan wave too.
Oh, was that not in the Conan over here?
No, it's just the three previous waves. Well, granted, it's one figure and a bench,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like-
Yeah.
but
They're like, yeah, you just pre-ordered that. Shut your face. G.I. Joe looks like late February for the first wave, April for the second, and May for the third. So that's
Yeah,
going to get
they-
expensive for
They pushed
people.
everything back.
Yeah. Oh,
Does
no,
it
this is
cause you
like the
guys-
third time?
does it give you guys pause to know that they were able to race out that bat? And if they were able to race out that bat, what's the
How
problem
is
with
this out of-
yeah?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, man. Like that bat was out, like announced, and then a month later on the shelves.
Yeah.
Well, I think my main thing is I look at it from like a web development standpoint. So they're dealing with this like throttle of a factory of physical restraints. For my app, we're looking at it as it's a personnel restraint. There's only so many people that can do things that we ask them to do. And so we make a bunch of requests, and they get done maybe a month from now, a month and a half from now, but we can say this needs to get done right now, and it gets done in a week, so
Dude, these are built
I
in
think-
China. Like,
no,
there
I
is
know,
no-
but it doesn't know. All they have to do is fucking pull big steel molds off in different colored plastics and put new ones on, and they can run something that they've been running for 3 months in a different color. That's what I'm saying, is I think that they can expedite anything they want to expedite, and they're just like, well, yeah, but it'll push the next 3 waves of G.I. Joe back 2 months. And they're like, no big deal. We need a con exclusive, I guess that's the way I'm kind of looking at it. Nosferatu, August. Oh, that'll come right before Christmas for you, buddy.
Yeah. And I hope maybe around the same time as NECA's.
Yeah, I was gonna say NECA's is gonna beat theirs out. That's for sure. Let's see, Silverhawks not till April 2023. Oh,
And then
that's
Wave 2
interesting.
jumped in front of Wave 1.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Which
this
is, remember how they kept releasing Thundercats and the Chitara
Yeah.
was just like,
Yeah.
Chitara's not ready.
Yeah. Oh my god. So yeah, look at all of this. Party Wagon mid-September. That's kind of interesting.
That fucking Thunder Tank is, my
Thunder
God.
Tank is 2 months away. Early February.
Did you order it?
No. Thank God I didn't. I would have had no idea that it was this big. And so I'm so glad I didn't order it. Just like Snake Mountain. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. That was at the like tail end of my classics. Like, oh, I gotta have everything, and I'm so glad I didn't order it. It's just
Yeah, it wasn't a
too
money
fucking
thing
big.
for me. It was just where would I
Yeah.
put that?
Exactly. Still love that.
Look at
fucking
that thing.
shit.
That is a fucking vehicle for an action figure.
What you do, Cliff, is you turn that box on its side and you put 2 milk crates under it, and now you have a new kitchen table.
Yeah,
That's
milk
right.
crates would be more like coffee table height.
Yeah, that's coffee
No,
table shit.
Got 2 milk crates, put the table sideways on top. There you go.
My coffee table is going to be a flag.
Yeah. Mine's gonna be that his tank.
Transformers are coming a little bit later, late February, July, September. But I mean, if you're an Ultimates fan, if you have a lot of stuff on pre-order, oof, God, that February through May, you're looking at thousands of dollars.
What I think, I got the Conan pre-order, I got the Nosferatu, and I think that's all I've got from them.
Oh my God. I have every G.I. Joe wave, almost every Transformers wave, every Silverhawks wave, almost every Thundercats wave. Oh my God. The fucking Godzillas, which are almost twice as much as the fucking regular Ultimates. Oof. It's going to be a very merry new year for me. That's for sure. All right. Next up. Oh, well, we'll do this. All Stars. So, Mythic Legions posted All Star Trolls that you could order. And one was the one I missed, and I was so happy that they offered it up. It was the Ice Troll, or whatever they want to call it. What was the other one called? Shit. Anyways, there was another troll, an orange troll.
Fire Troll, maybe?
No, it was something else, but Brontis, but I don't know what that is equivalent to, because they had stone trolls and mountain trolls and ice trolls and all that kind of stuff. So I missed the ice troll, so I went in on this. I got my ice troll, but they were supposed to have swappable heads. So it shipped with this Cyclops one, which is not the one I wanted. I obviously wanted the bearded, horned troll. And then the other one shipped with, I don't know which one it shipped, but it was missing the other head, and it was missing a physical change. Here we go. It was called the Colosseum Troll. So he was like the gladiator troll, was the other one. And so they didn't ship with these heads, and Mythic Legions has run into this a few times now, where accessories or a feature isn't shipped with the original one, and they completely make up for it. They order new heads, whatever accessories, they ship them to you free of charge, all that kind of stuff. And so this is if you bought both of them. For me, I'll just get the top two heads. But it's kind of interesting because I already have the Cyclops head, but the heads were made in such a way that they don't swap easy. And these new heads that they're shipping people will swap easier on the pegs. So, I mean, just the forethought. I mean, it is amazing from these guys. But, there's also, in the Mythic Legions Cabal group, there's people bitching that fucking, oh my God, this is happening more often than it's not, and all this kind of stuff. And what's crazy is they get censured and they get beaten down by all the Mythic Legion fanboys. And it's kind of interesting to see that people are just complaining about things they have the right to complain about. And you know me, I'm not one to complain about a lot of stuff. But it's crazy that everybody's so ravenous about this. And Four Horsemen are making it right that they just try to fucking bury people that want to complain about it at all. I mean, I've got a little bit of a gripe. I got this in the middle of December. I was looking forward. I was like, oh, great. It's going to be able to play with all of my Christmas decorations, but it couldn't because I didn't want to open it up until I got the right head for it. And I'm glad I didn't, because now there's a whole heat and pop thing you have to do with the original head to get the new heads on there. and stuff like that. But it's just really, it was interesting kind of reading through random comments on the Cabal about like either you should be kissing their ass because they're making the best figures ever, and any mistake they ever make, they make it right, or concern about, man, they're making a lot of mistakes lately, but I tend to side with, so long as they make it right, I don't give a shit, Oh, I forgot the other third party, but yeah, Trick or Treat Studios. I would say everybody's really happy with Trick or Treat, right? Rock, have you opened I know you've ordered Trick or Treat stuff, but have you opened it? Do you like how they feel as toys?
I'm trying to think if I ordered these or was it on Fright Rags, the figures.
Oh, you're right.
Michael-
It was
those are Fright Rags from Plastic Meatball.
Sorry, I was confused.
Oh, and by the way, I got an email from them to say those figures are on clearance. Excuse me, they're down to $15. The Michael Myers and the Lori, because they reran them.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to. If they're on clearance, I got another set.
Yeah, they reran them. Now they're $15 each.
Oh.
I would like a set open. I just think the cards are so pretty. I don't want to open them.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, you're right. I completely confused this with Fright Rags. Trick or Treat is the one that's doing House of 1,000 Corpses,
and they're doing Children of the Corn and a few other movies.
Terrifier. They got an art.
Oh, they have a Terrifier too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and another movie too. Was it Corn Maze or something like that? It was
Haunt, wasn't it?
Haunt. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Shit. Okay, let me open the tab over here.
I have their 78 Myers mask and I have their 2018 Myers mask. I don't have any of their toys.
Oh shit. Oh, but that's a 12-inch.
No, it's an action figure. It's
is there another one also?
Yeah. Big Bad's got it on pre-order.
But next to that, if you go back a page, you could see where it said Fright Rags and it had the figures on sale for $15.
Oh,
Let me do that while we're hanging out.
I guess these are collectibles. Okay, there's too much.
And their two packs are a good price. $25 for 2 figures.
Yeah, compared to Reaction, that's what, $18 or now $20 a piece.
And they can't be making what kind of production run can they be making on these figures? I mean, how many people can order 2 Children of the Corn figures?
I don't know. It is Isaac and Malachi.
Oh yeah, there's the 12-inch. Oh, Haunt, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I like Taunt.
I love Taunt. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I like Haunt enough to have like the 6-pack though.
Oh, and Cliff, the Joe Bob figures were on clearance too.
I got all those. I got 2 of every one of them, except for that first one that sold out immediately with the blue shirt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I got 2 of the Christmas 2-packs. I got 2 of the Halloween Joe Bobs, and I got 2 of the regular Joe Bobs, and then 2 Darcys.
And the Killer Clown are 8-inch for some reason. That's kind of weird.
Well, because they're also, remember, they're kind of bigger than humans in the movie.
Well, no, but I guess you could make them in an 8-inch scale. Yeah, but the little short stocky clown was smaller than human height.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be 8-inch. Just the big ones.
Yeah, no, and I think that's the fucking problem, right? He's still $35. And he's gonna be.
Oh yeah, so these do look to be completely different than the rest of their.
Yeah, than the other ones. So, but anywho.
But yeah, they got an art action figure. He comes with this garbage bag that you could. It's like it opens and you could put like a gun in there, a hacksaw, and a knife, I think, and then it closes.
Hell yeah, that's dope. The Transformers one we skipped over, which we probably should. It's the Transmetal 2 Megatron Hasbro release. You get some new faces. I think the really interesting thing here is you get there's a scene where he has like a powdered wig in it as a judge, and so they included that here, which is kind of interesting. But all right, NECA recap. My heater is on. I have a sweatshirt on. I'm sweating. Cliff, why don't you talk about your favorite NECA reveals from the 12 days of NECA?
I think the best reveals came from the class, what was called the Universal Monsters line. Now it's called the Classic Monsters line. They had some cool reveals. They had Nosferatu. They showed for the first time their creature. They also showed for the first time the Bride of Frankenstein, which is cool. I mean, we all assumed they were coming because they're classic Universal monsters, but there was no tip of the hat or even clue that Nosferatu was coming. And they got the color Bride of Frankenstein correct because she is redhead. She's a redhead, but anytime somebody makes a figure of her, they give her black hair. Even when it's color, like I have the color reaction figure right here, and she's got dark hair. And so NECA nailed it because the wig is on display somewhere in Europe or somewhere in England, and it's red.
Interesting. That's crazy. Did you talk about my creature?
I did. Well, we knew Creature was coming. We knew Bride was coming. But Nosferatu isn't Universal. The other figure that they had teased
outside of that
was Lon Chaney from London After Midnight, which is a film no one can see. It's lost. But there's a lot of screenshots from it still to this day that you can see him. So they're going to have him.
Before we go on, Slick, I'm curious how hard it's going to be to get that original. Yeah, that's... I agree, because in their message to everybody, they're like, we're going to send video tutorials and written tutorials and all that kind of shit about how to essentially boil and pop that other head. Now, granted, these things are huge. I mean, they're like this big, but they do have, cloth loincloths that are fabric, so you can't just dip it in a
don't ever boil
pot
and pop. Don't ever boil and pop a figure you want to use or display. I notice a lot of times, sometimes I boil and pop when I'm customizing, and the hot water will like stain the torso. It'll like give it a very hazy like finish after it's been out. So I recommend blow dryers or heat guns. Don't boil, because I think when you boil it, it actually cooks the plastic more than it would if you're just blasting it with hot air.
That's good to know, because I have a heat gun, but I don't pull it out. I'll normally, if I need to loosen something up, I just boil a cup of water. But that's a good point.
Yeah, I noticed it when I was doing those Bruce Waynes. Like whenever I would dip the Bruce Wayne in the hot water and pull the head off, the torso would have this weird like white sheen over it. Yeah,
that's true. Now I wonder if that's like if you use distilled water versus like your tap water that might have minerals and fluoride added to it or something.
Oh, it's possible. I take that water straight from the tap. I don't use fridge water when I'm boiling and popping.
Exactly, me too.
You got some hard water, Cliff. You need some CLR.
CLR.
We have hard water here, so like our showers once a year. We got to get CLR and clean the faucet so all the streams come out right.
Yeah. We've got to soak all of our shower heads and faucet heads in the CLR and shit for a day.
We have some of the best water in the world.
Oh, shut up.
Probably from a glacier.
And how come they don't sell Vancouver water in 7-Eleven?
They do.
Yeah, they just don't. They don't put it down here to us lowly staters. They keep it up there in Canada.
Spring swill from Maine.
Spring swill.
Brinkalizer says, they're making it right to fix the heads. But I mean, just like everything, just like all those classic mistakes back in the day, there is most likely one person that was responsible for signing off and saying, they probably shipped the Four Horsemen a package, and the guy was like, oh, this looks amazing. Didn't think about like, oh, isn't there supposed to be an extra head in here that I can pop off and switch out? Like it kind of sucks. I was that dude once where, I produced $1,800 worth of posters that had a typo. Now, who gives a fuck? It's not like you don't know what it wasn't like it said shoot for the stars and it said shit for the stars or something.
Oh, man. I would have taken that poster off your hands, no problem.
Right now.
But there was a fucking typo on posters that cost our company $1,800. Now, granted, these all-star trolls, you gotta think about postage. I mean, you're thinking they probably sold 10,000 of them. Maybe I'm being optimistic, but 10,000 of them. They had to reproduce the heads. They are now going to have to ship the heads and, mail the heads out to the customers. Yeah, that's a pricey mistake. All right. Sorry, Cliff. So you talked about Universal Monsters. Did you talk about Krampus? Because he was in the picture here.
I did not know. You were only gone like 4 seconds.
I know. I just took off my shirt. This Krampus I'm super excited about. Continues to be one of my favorite movies of the holidays. The Gargoyles. We got to see the Steel Clan robot. We saw Cold Stone from the Toy Collector magazine, which is really good, by the way. If people have a regular comic book subscription or go to comic stores or order from previews on a regular basis, it's like $10, $12, but it's worth it. Go support a toy magazine because
I just couldn't do it. I just don't have anywhere to put magazines. Like, I know that
fine.
sounds weird, but whenever I get like a mini comic or a comic book, I'm like, where do I fucking put this?
If they produce 20 of them, it's going to be a stack this big.
Yeah, but I don't have anywhere to put that stack. I know it sounds weird.
The bathroom. Remember the bathroom? We used to have all kinds of magazines.
Yeah,
in there?
yeah.
Dude, my bathroom's
Wireless
got my
readers.
Pixel Dan book right now. My Pixel Dan Masters of the Universe book.
Make sure we flag that book, not to resell it.
Yeah.
It's Cross the Seal.
Yeah, carry across the seal. All right. Anybody else? Any real excitement from the NECA 12 days?
I liked seeing Xanatos. I mean, I always liked Xanatos because he was Jonathan Frakes. He was Riker from Next Generation. Yeah. So because I watched the cartoon, but I think I was just old enough where I was a big fan of the cartoon, but I wasn't like diehard. Had to go get the toys. So I was like 14 or 15. I was still collecting toys, but I think I was too old to get imprinted on another line. So I really like the cartoon, so I really like the characters. I just never had any of the Kenner toys.
There you go, Cliff. It's your next collecting.
No, I don't need any of those. I love them. I think they're awesome, but I just love the freedom of not caring a goddamn about any of them.
Yeah, no, that is a good point. Dungeons and Dragons classics in hand. So they look amazing here, but Pixel Dan.
Pixel Dan got
so
2 in a row.
I'm not even on socials hardly ever, but we have the same story. He got 2 of the Archer broken hand right out of the package. And that's the one nice thing. Actually, following him for so long and meeting him multiple times, like, you can tell he's not gonna fucking lie about it. He has no reason to lie about it, but yeah, Archer broken right hand out of the package twice in a row. And if people don't remember, that's what shocked me is I was like, oh, holy shit, you're right. These are Hasbro figures. These aren't McFarlane, which I could see that happening. These aren't NECA, which I could see that happening. That kind of shit. These are these are fucking Hasbro figures. So yeah, I'm kind of interested. Mine are on their way. I got shipping notices from Pulse for Venger there. And who's the... Oh, he's the Dungeon Master. Does he actually have a name, the Dungeon Master, or they just call him Dungeon Master the whole time?
I don't know.
Anybody remember?
DM. Hey, DM, what's up?
Somebody's going to slip into his DMs.
Yeah.
Oh! No. Speaking of McFarlane, they are going to make some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures.
So here's the question. Is this then officially like, yeah, Playmates is done? Like, because this is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theatrical movie produced by Seth Rogen, and Playmates isn't handling, like, we were always told that, like, you know, NECA and Super 7 are doing kind of niche things. Like Super 7's doing the redo of the original figures. NECA's doing the cartoon and the comic and the movie. Like, but if this new movie is being handled by McFarlane and not Playmates, that's got to mean that Playmates doesn't exist anymore, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you not get it
Well,
as
Nickelodeon
the license
everything.
of... Yeah, but Playmates have been like the toy license
Since
of
the
record.
start.
Yeah, exactly. And I love Playmate toys. Like, they make good toys. They don't make great collectibles, in my opinion. They make great toys.
They're doing the Star Trek revisit, which aren't not great, but they're cool. They're fine.
I haven't bought one yet. The only one I've really wanted is the Wrath of Khan. Those, I've always loved those maroon uniforms.
That's
Federation,
the Starfleet,
Federation wears, and then you got to have Khan in there, you know.
Well, I got the Playmates, the original vintage Playmates con. So
okay.
They're just they're just different enough though to be upsetting,
to be
like,
annoying,
to not really scale well. Like, it's like so we know they're still making toys. I just don't understand this.
Yeah. And
Scroll
I mean,
down
what do
and
we?
show the figures they're making there.
There's
There are no
not.
figures.
Oh,
There's
you're
just a
just
list.
saying the list. Yeah.
Oh.
So they're obviously supposedly making toy figures now. You know, McFarlane was like, I just want to make badass figures, and so he makes some amazing looking figures that are not the best toys, in my opinion. You know, but. Yeah, it'll be curious, like you say, it'll be curious, one, to see if Playmates is just out of the picture completely now. And it'll also be curious to see how McFarlane does with just toys. Because I guess I have Avatar figures, which are supposed to be toys.
Aren't those done by Hasbro?
No, those are McFarlane.
No, yeah, all the Avatar stuff. Yeah,
So all the hands are snapped off and the ankles are gone.
No, that's I bought the little $15 mech suit,
Right.
you know, or amp suit, whatever you fucking call them. I bought that for $15, and that seems a little overpriced for a 2-point of articulation figure that goes inside of it, and then it was pretty well articulated, so it held up pretty well, but it was missing kind of some of the fun features, but I don't know, we'll have to see. And then Studio Seed Primus. So Studio Cell was the people that made the Unicron that came out at the same time Hasbro tried to do their HasLab, or not tried to do, crushed it with their HasLab.
Successfully
Unicron.
did.
Yeah. So they had to like remove heads when they sent the figure out for reviews and all this kind of stuff. And now I assume Studio Seed is the same company, just a different name. But they're making a fucking Primus. Super good detail. I mean, that's fucking gorgeous detail for For Cliff, if you didn't know, this is Cybertron. This is where the Transformers live. And Primus is like a god figure that their planet transforms into.
So the planet Cybertron itself is
Yeah,
a
Is
transformer.
this Transformer
Yeah.
itself.
Fair enough.
And he fights Unicron. What's up, bitches?
Is he the one who sings "You Got the Touch"?
Yeah, that's him.
The whole planet's vibrating from the base. You got the touch. Dun dun dun.
You got the power.
Let's see. Playmates could win me back with a Masters Origin style TMNT. Oh,
I would not be surprised if we see something
that
like that.
idea,
Yeah, I wouldn't
Cowabunga,
say no.
dude.
I wouldn't
Good.
say no.
I'd
would
get
too,
the
but-
original 4. I'd get Casey Jones, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone wanted Turtles in classic style 10 years ago. Now everyone's like, let's get that Origin style.
Yeah.
Which would be awesome. Because those figures are fun, but they're if you've played with like a vintage toy, like because I have a handful of them, they're not the greatest, especially the 4 turtles.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
they just
and
do
Shredder.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, and the legs, the legs go like this,
Yeah, they're
or
pretty- they're
out,
pretty,
or yeah. Negron's with us. Welcome. It is good to be live. I love being live. Let's see. Store report. Minerva showing up at Walgreens. If you're a Minerva kind of dude. I am actually not.
What is Minerva? I've never even heard of
what the fuck is
Minerva.
You don't know about it, badass?
No.
No, I'm just kidding. Minerva is a character from Transformers, and Brinkalizer is bound to know more than I do. Here, I don't even want to. Minerva.
I'm looking it up. Okay, so she's kind of like RC in a different colorway.
Yeah, but she's got a lot. Let's see.
Yeah, Minerva, right.
Sorry, not Wikipedia. I need TF Wiki. Let's see.
I just googled Minerva Walgreens.
Okay, here we go.
Is she like some sort of
Autobot.
medic or something?
Yeah, here we go. She's from the Super God Master Force cartoon. The Transtector that would become Minerva was manufactured by the Autobots of Master under Chrome Dome's eye to allow the humans of Earth to defend their planet against the Decepticons if needed. When the human Minerva and her friends requested to join the battle, Metalhawk granted the children their wish in the form of Master Braces and Headmaster Junior Transtectors. With her Transtector, Minerva participated in the epic war against the Decepticons led by Devil Z.
Oh, you should have said that. Obviously.
Makes total sense now. Makes total sense.
He just
Rock.
spoke British. I don't know what it meant.
How many Minervas did you have when you were a kid, Rock?
We used to light them in December. There was the 8 different days. So we only had one.
So yeah, she's a pretty obscure character. That's why she is a Walgreens exclusive.
You don't
And
have a
that's
Minerva in your
why.
living room?
I have 5 Minervas, so that makes 40 glorious nights.
Okay, good.
Let's see.
But just
movie-
8 of them are crazy.
Oh,
God.
thank Godica. We got some Minerva. Go to your Walgreens. Pick up your Minerva. Yep.
We did not watch 8 Crazy Nights this year. We totally forgot about it.
I didn't hear the Wham song this year. I didn't hear
Oh
the
my God.
Mariah Carey song this year. I didn't hear the Turkey song from. I thank God
I
didn't
played
hear
the
any
Wham
of this
song.
shit.
what?
I played the Wham song on my iPad with my headphones on while I was smoking because I fucking love Wham.
So our New Year's Eve tradition has become, because we never get to it before Christmas, we drive around and go see all of the best Christmas lights around Denver. So that's kind of our tradition. Then we go visit our friends and that kind of stuff. So while we do that, we listen to Christmas music on New Year's Eve. We listened to A Very Special Christmas. Do you guys remember that album from the 80s?
No.
That was, here, let me bring it up for you. It was a charity album, kind of like Live Aid, but for Christmas. And most of the Christmas songs you hear that you like come from this fucking album.
I recognize the art from
the album
familiar.
art. So let me get to a track list. Oh, do they don't really? Because it's physical media, you're not going to show me some tracks.
Click on the other picture.
Click on the
back
picture.
of it.
Click on the picture of the back. Yeah, click on the picture of the back
okay.
of this.
Well, here, now we can see it here. Oh, that just name drops everything.
Here, click on the second picture.
Okay. This
Yeah,
right
it's
under,
like-
there we
yeah.
go.
Under the big,
Okay,
under
there
the
we
big
go.
picture.
There we go.
Yeah.
Ooh, old school CD style. Yeah, so Pointer Sisters, Eurythmics, that Eurythmics Winter Wonderland, I never even realized it was Eurythmics, but Whitney Houston,
Madonna,
Bruce
Santa Baby.
Springsteen. Yeah, dude. And this is Christmas in Hollis is one of my favorite fucking
Christmas
songs
in
of all
Hollis,
time.
yeah.
It came from this album. Produced by Jimmy Iovine. Dude.
Stevie.
Yeah.
Wow, I never heard of Backdoor Santa. That can go both ways. Is that a Christmas song?
Especially Bon Jovi and Jersey,
yeah.
dude. Everything can be backdoor in Jersey.
I'm gonna go into your back door this Christmas, and I'm not going in dry.
But it's crazy. Like we talk about all the songs we like from Christmas radio stations and stuff, but that was awesome. But Rock, I don't know how. What music were you guys playing while you were Santa? Were you guys not playing Christmas music, or was it like classical stuff?
Oh no, they had a PA system that goes through the farm, through where it's basically where the parking lot is and all the concessions. But they had like some kind of, they had multiple different CDs that they were just looping, that they would just change them out every so often. But you know what? It was just all different between the old timey songs and it was a good mix of different songs. But we get back to New Year's real quick. It was raining here for New Year's Eve. It was raining pretty good. The amount of people lighting off fucking fireworks in the absolute pouring rain ceases to amaze me here. Especially when fireworks are illegal in New York, and the closest place you can get fireworks is Pennsylvania. The first exit when you're in Jersey. When you're in Jersey, as soon as you cross over to Pennsylvania, there's a thing. It's called Phantom Fireworks. It's the first fucking exit when you cross in there. So literally,
that's how it is. Wyoming here, like,
yeah, Indiana for us.
There's not even a city yet, but it's 7 fireworks stands on the first exit.
Right.
Any
I'm
native
thinking,
reserve
who are these
here?
people? Who are these people that ration their fireworks from? First of all, they light them off 4th of July. They light them off Labor Day, and then they're like, you know what? No. We need
You guys
to
do
save
Halloween
some for New Year. No, they don't do Halloween.
No.
Thank God.
Oh,
You guys just
Halloween's
fire-
a big deal here, man. The Halloween, fuck, this place
For
is a
fireworks?
war zone. Yeah, dude.
Huh.
That is like
Wow.
a British Columbia tradition. You fucking just light it off.
Crazy. That's learn something new every day. Have you seen this hot rod, dude?
No, I haven't
it's
seen
in Canada, dude. You should have
Is it?
seen it by now. Yeah.
Where is it? Is it at Walmart or?
Let's
Tim
see.
Hortons.
Found at Walmart in Ontario.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ontario's close to you, right? Isn't
What are you
that just
talking
like
about?
a stone's
Is
throw?
that the other side of the country?
Ontario's close to Rock.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, Ontario's where
Okay.
Toronto is, right?
Yeah, Rock's up by Badass is up by Kitchener.
Yeah.
The only
He
other
can see,
Canadian
he
city I
can
know
see
about.
Russia from his house. I
Yeah,
think.
right. Yeah, Siberia is
Well,
just literally
Kamloops.
over the fucking border.
Oh, so keep an eye out, dude. He'll be there any day now.
Right.
Online, got some third-party Transformers. These look really good. I love what Magic Square does. I wish I wanted to afford
That
them.
Gears.
How
is
big
pretty
are those
cool.
for $80?
They're like that big. They're
Two
like
and
that
a
big.
half inches a piece,
Yeah,
I think.
they're about that big.
So they're
Let's
mask
see.
figures.
Yeah, exactly. 1/24th scale. Oh yeah, see it doesn't. Oh, here we go. Oh no, they're 4 inches. Well then now they're too big. These should be mini bots. These
Yeah,
are
they're not
too
mini bots. They're
big.
actually like.
Yeah, like the other side. Oh, that kind of makes me grumpy. Unless they're adding them together, maybe they're 1.95 inches a piece. Yeah, because it says Spider Gear and energy stands 3.9 inches tall in robot
I've seen
mode.
the
So that
gears.
could mean on top of each other.
No, I've seen the Gears. He's big. He's big.
All right. Well,
And
that
the
makes
hopper,
me
too.
less happy. That makes me less happy. New Rocom. So we still like to promote some motherfucking Glyos up in here. I think these, ooh, excuse me, are still available now. And I really wanted to promote them because they put out a fucking Power Glove in this wave.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so here's the entire wave.
A Nintendo Power Glove?
Yeah.
Sweet.
From the hit film The Wizard with Fred Savage.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just made him look like Pat Labor from, the anime. So yeah, this is the entire wave. If people don't remember, these guys put out Universal Monsters, similar. They put out Freddy and Jason and Michael Myers. But yeah, this is the accessories that really make them this time around: the Power Glove and the light gun. And here you can see the different figures and how they break down. So that's the dude if you want the light gun, if you want to get real 80s with it. Kind of got that Michael Jackson vibe with blue instead of red
Like the
there.
Thriller jacket, yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like Randy Savage.
Oh yeah, brother.
Oh no. What'd you do, badass?
So yeah, just giving props to some Glyos people out there. Go take a look at those if you are interested.
I think the only Glyos stuff I have is like sometimes the Four Horsemen did, like the Power Lords were Glyos compatible. So I don't have any true Glyos, but I have some figures that are Glyos compatible.
And I've got a new Glyos figure coming on the way that will be impressive to show off on what we got. 46 and 2 joins us and he says, "Bonsoir, les amis. Bon ami à tous mes wa de hu bonsoir à santé." Happy New Year. How did I do? I don't know how to speak French at all. Did I do pretty well?
It's pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Was it? So, do you speak French, badass?
I did when I was younger, but now that I've been on this coast for 30 years, I've kind of just...
It's kind of like Spanish.
Yeah.
We learn it in grade school, and then you forget it
Yeah.
if you don't. But
believe
but
it's
you
a
could
hello,
tell
my
that my
friend.
you could tell my pronunciation was completely off, right?
that was the whitest French thing I've ever heard, yeah.
Nice. No offense. I just wanted to give it a shot and see how bad I did. Rock, you were going to translate this. Did you take French in high school?
I believe because he typed it, he was trying to type it, phonetically maybe. But wouldn't it be "Bonjour les amis," like "Hello, my friends"?
Friends, probably.
Because in Spanish, amigo is friends. I'm assuming amis so is friend. That's what I'm trying to. I'm assuming.
I agree. And then he says "bon ami," which probably is like that's a
It's
new
Christmas.
year, right?
No,
Oh,
it's Christmas.
Christmas. Oh, okay.
I think Santy is Santa.
Yeah, Cliff, you got it, bro.
Hey, thanks, man.
Brinkalizer says, remember Slick, buy your TF Legends at Showzy store, $55 and free shipping for that Windcharger. Oh wow, Jesus, that's a considerable difference there.
You should buy 2 then.
Yeah, and I forget why I asked him about that. There was something I was trying to buy. I think in general I was looking for a new third-party company because TF Source didn't have the Fans Toys blaster and the cassettes. They had blaster but not the cassettes. But I really don't buy any Legends anymore unless they're Mech Fans Toys, and even some of those I've been skipping because they've been getting expensive. I am getting so cheap in my old age. But wait till you see my year-end roundup. It is anything but cheap. Lastly, Amazon Playmobil Knight Rider kit with figures. I love it.
Michael Knight.
So who was the gray-haired dude? Because I liked him. Cliff, come on. Who was?
Dude, I have not seen an
You
episode of
don't?
Knight Rider in 35 years.
Oh my God, really?
He was the.
I'm Magnum PI.
Devin
I could talk more about
Miles.
Magnum PI.
All right, let's see. Knight Rider. Patricia McPherson, Edward Mullane. Yeah,
It's that guy down there,
dude.
Yeah.
And what else is he in that I like? I recognize this. Here we go. Let's look at some filmography here. Newer stuff. Ooh, Baywatch Nights, bro. Heart to Heart, Secret of the Heart. I would have done that.
Megaforce.
Oh, he was in Megaforce? Yeah, I need to look more at like the 80s. Yeah, beautiful. Battlestar Galactica. Just one episode there. Heart to Heart.
And the garbage Battlestar Galactica, so it doesn't matter.
Excuse me, Cliff.
2004 Battlestar Galactica is the only true Galactica.
Oh my God. I will literally poop in your Cheerios, bro.
I've never seen an episode of that.
Oh, it's
Of
so
the
good.
original or the new one?
No, the new one.
Oh, the new one is amazing. I'm not like arguing. I'm not saying the new one sucks, but
Yeah, when I heard there was like a female Starbuck, I'm like, I ain't watching this shit.
Oh, she's a badass, dude. She's totally cool.
she's Bo-Katan, bro.
Yeah.
I found that out afterwards. I actually saw it at the Goodwill store this week, and I actually saw they had 2 seasons of Battlestar Galactica for like $4.
Oh, just so good. I have the whole series. I have the mini series and then the whole series on Blu-ray.
It's worth about $4 right now.
It's priceless to me.
So the best thing about Playmobil is lights and sounds, obviously. So you're gonna get the wom, 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 wom.
I don't remember.
Wom, wom.
Did Kid have lights that popped up? I don't think he did.
I don't think he did either. That's interesting. Kit.
But now, do you think they paid a license to Chevy to make this toy?
Yes, definitely. Oh,
Absolutely.
and they do. Oh, I was like, look, they do, and that's the
Playmobil one.
But
I'm
it
pretty
is-
sure they're in the front of. Oh, they have them. They just never popped up.
Yeah, he just never had to use them, dude.
Yeah, you know what?
because
Because
it's
look,
a
they put
smart
other
card
lights under it. They put 4 lights.
Yeah, if you look underneath there, all his.
to project some light.
Yeah.
Crazy. Any takers on this? I think Jonathan Pollock is the guy that does Playmobil, if I remember right. That's like where he like kicked off his next gen of collecting, was one of the Playmobil Ghostbuster cards. What do you call that?
Ecto one.
Ecto one. Yes, thank you.
Because they did Back to the Future. They did the DeLorean.
Yeah, they've done that.
You got
I bought a buddy of mine. He's a VW restorer, and he's particularly fan of the bus. I didn't buy it for him. I bought it for his wife to give to him as a present. That's I'm like a pop culture consultant to a lot of my normie friends. Like, they're like, my favorite person in my life likes this. What pop culture-y thing can I get them? And I'm like, oh, Lego makes a set of that, or that kind of shit.
Yeah. Cliff is out.
Some guy called Duke Fisticuffs having computer issues, and he's telling us he's restarting for some reason.
That guy sucks. Cool
Duke Fisticuffs. Yeah,
bullshit.
I think that's a spam. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's one of those Russian accounts again.
Yeah. Fucking Russian sex bots.
Well, we're on what we got, and it looks like for some reason Cliff just signed off. So I guess we'll just skip Cliff when it comes to what we got.
I'll be quick. I only got one thing.
Okay, hold on. Let me get the screen we want up here. There we go.
Sorry, guys, I had to restart.
No,
it's okay, Cliff.
This dude in our chat called Duke Fisticuffs said the same thing. He was spamming us. We had to go block him from the YouTube channel.
Very suspicious.
So,
wow.
So every now and then I like to. So one of the rare things I am still collecting are the vintage LJN WWF wrestlers, and sometimes you find a hard to get one on eBay.
Ooh,
I got George the Animal Steel
with his teal tongue. I love it.
And it's in really great shape. The bubble's a little yellow, but unfortunately during shipping, his hand busted through a little spot, and the bubble fell inside. But you know what? I got it for such a good price. It wasn't the seller's fault. He did everything. He bubble wrapped it. He put styrofoam peanuts.
Yeah.
It was nothing. It was his fault. It's just the age of the plastic. So I didn't even ding him on it. I was just like, hey, you know what? It happened. So you could kind of see his right hand busted through a little bit.
Yeah.
But you know what? Otherwise, the card is straight as can be. And I only paid $125 for it, so it wasn't too bad.
Oh wow! For one of those, that is good. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I'm not complaining. Yeah, and the bubble's in pretty good shape. Like, it's a little yellow, but normally these are all dented up, and the card is all dented. It's in pretty good shape. So that's all I got in.
So how many of these guys do you have now, Rock?
12 or 13.
Oh wow!
Wow!
And half of them are autographed. My Hogan's autographed. My Snuka, Greg the Hammer Valentine, Hillbilly Jim, and Jimmy Hart are all autographed. So 5 of my 12 or 13 are signed.
Now that one came in that case, obviously.
No, I have extras of these cases. I bought too many of them.
Okay. So it wasn't.
These acrylic cases these acrylic cases are like $30-$40 each.
No, I know. That's why I was saying, like, that's a really good deal with the.
But these are my detail.
It's still a awesome. Good. Yeah. So you're saying he still packaged it well, but it was because that's what I've seen is reading comments and stuff, like putting them in those protective cases and then shipping them in those. Like, again, it's no fault because they're sealed in a case and normally people package them well, but that, from what I've heard, tends to lead to more breakage and bubbles and stuff.
Yeah, the most notorious thing is if you get a Return of the Jedi figure from AFA, that they'll ship it back to you and the head busts through.
Oh,
because the way it gets shaken.
Yeah.
So now their rival company, CAS, has what they call, it's a proprietary thing that they put a bubble protector where they put a piece of acrylic over the bubble inside the case.
Oh,
so that the figure
smart.
can't,
like a little.
The figure can't. Yeah, it goes over it. So they do it free for any of the first 20 figures. After what goes to Empire Strikes Back or whatever it is, they charge for it. Like, it's only a few dollars more, but you're protecting your investment. So.
Yeah. Are you guys seeing?
I'm hunting, but not finding anything though.
Yeah, which is, I don't know if people are just pulling back because the values are just dropping online. You know, like I said, Cliff has been able to find all these 90s Kenner stuff for really reasonable prices. I wonder if people that have the more valuable stuff, you know, like carded LJN and shit like that, are just not posting them right now.
I mean, I can just tell you from my experience. I have pieces up that I put up during the tail end of the pandemic, and they're still at that price. I'm not lowering it. Either you buy it for that price, or I'm slightly negotiable. But I'm not going to sell like my 65 back Stormtrooper. I have it for $400 mint on card. That's what sells in that range, $350 to $400. I'm not going to sell it for $250 because I need to get rid of it. I don't. Yeah. If it sells, it sells. It doesn't, it stays up there. It's not costing me any money except for whatever my eBay store is, which is minimal. But I'm not. Yeah. I'm not going to, like, I have let's say I got an offer for my 1985 sci-fi mint on card. I have it up for $299. I sent the guy an offer for $275. He comes back at $225. So I look on eBay. There's other ones on there for $200 mint on card, and they're in way worse condition. So I sent him back $235, and nothing. So I'm not desperate to sell what I have, but yeah, I think it's reached a point where sellers were used to that high market, and now they don't want to take less. And there's the other people that are just hunting for deals. Like when I got this one, this guy happened to put up a bunch of figures, and he put there was a minimum bid or best offer. I just sent the guy a best offer, and he took it, which he didn't let the auction ride out for the next 7 days. So that's how I got that for such a good price.
Yeah, that is one of the crazier things, is the best offer on auctions. You know, like I don't even send in best offers, but maybe I should be, because I'm like, they're not going to take an offer like $10 over the initial bid when it just started 2 hours ago, you know, or something.
He had his minimum bid at 75. That figure normally sells for 300, and I sent him an offer for 125, and he took it.
That's nice.
So I figured that was a value pick, you know? It was something I wanted for my collection, and I got it for a good price.
Well, and especially when we're talking, your collection is very curated at this point. So I love seeing what you got.
Yeah,
like
your stuff is super cool.
Yeah, I'm about to show you 25 toys that I could poop on tomorrow and not give a shit about. You know?
And this is from 1985.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, is these are just not. They're not. There's not as many of them out there now, and these figures, you know, any of these LJN bubbles. I mean, even when Lotus used to come on, he used to tell us about how bad that whatever chemical they used in that plastic. Every LJN bubble is horrible.
Yeah,
there's something about them, between the Thundercat bubbles, the Dune bubbles. They used a different chemical when they made those figures, and they're on that same Dungeons and Dragons. You look up all those figures, you don't find too many clear bubbles. And talk about clear bubble premiums. A clear bubble will sell for twice the price on an LJN. It's kind of like a Return of the Jedi Kenner figure. There's so few clear bubbles on those.
And that's got to have a lot of sentimental value, since you were like 18, 19 when that came out?
What?
Jesus Christ.
God, wrestling was my life when I was 10 years old.
I wasn't buying Batman Returns figures. I was in my 20s.
Sorry, I just had to lighten up the mood. That was getting a little too deep.
But no, but I was saying, like, this was from my, I mean, this is a pure thing from my childhood. Like, who didn't remember George the turnbuckle, and him feuding with Macho Man, and Elizabeth, and him carrying that little doll around. Mine, you know what I mean?
He's where I learned about body hair. I was like, is that really what's going to happen? Will that happen all over my shoulder?
The prototype of that figure, they actually painted each of those individual sculpted hair. But then it must have been a cost thing where they just nixed it, because it might even show it on this. Yes, if you look at the packaging actually shows the hair painted.
I don't know if we're going to be able to...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because on the back of this package...
And then show us the front now? Okay, so we see the back.
It's unpainted.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody actually owns the the painted prototype. But actually, on this back of that box, the Tito Santana they actually remolded. It's a different position, and then the Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. It's a prototype. To save money, they just painted his trunks black. That figure's only got two colors on the entire thing. But yeah, I mean, 1985. Think about it, G.I. Joe, Transformers, and you had wrestling on the weekend. Superstars watching all the squash matches. Oh, forget about it.
Hell yeah. I loved it when I was 1 year old.
Yeah.
All right, badass. You ready to go next, buddy?
Yeah, I'll go next.
All right.
All right. So I got me a Funko Pop Jack Nicholson Joker.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, nice. So what do you do with Funkos? All box all day, every day? Never take them out?
No, they're all out.
Oh, you take them all out.
Oh, I have a display of them.
Okay.
They're all my Batman ones, so I have like a Bruce Wayne, the Bruce Wayne playset, the Bruce Wayne Manor playset.
From
Kenner.
Funko?
Oh, for Kenner?
Yeah.
Oh, from Kenner? And you put your pops in them?
Oh, yeah, it's all full of pops.
Oh, that's cute.
That's awesome.
I like that.
Got my Batwing.
Nice.
Nice. What did you pay? Well, it's not going to translate.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask too.
I got it
Dude,
for
that
Christmas.
made me. It made me. In America here, they
America.
they showed up for $19.99, and in 2 weeks they raised the price to $29.99, like the Superman mobile, and so I just never bought it.
Oh, you didn't hunt it like diligently and get it for $19.99 as soon as it showed. Oh wow, bummer.
No.
So that's that's how much the Batman or the Superman.
Jesus,
God damn. Well, compared to the American dollar, that's like $2.38.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's on sale. And this is my favorite thing I got for Christmas.
Oh, that's a mind bender. I saw the Cobra Helix.
Yeah. He looks fucking
That's
amazing.
awesome. Your woman does a great job, man.
I know.
She really hunts like some classic stuff for
down,
you.
man.
Yeah.
Dude, cod piece.
I'm impressed.
Never gets shot in the dick, this guy.
Yeah.
Well, never gets out of the package either, so it's cool.
Yeah, right. Got this, which is super fucking cool. So it's a ceramic case with the Batman.
Oh, that's cool.
Is that the first appearance of Robin?
First appearance of Batman and Robin.
Yeah, together.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else did I get here? Oh yeah, right. So I've been fucking with this thing the entire time we were doing the show to try to get it together. I was requested to do this to have it ready for the show. So I got this.
Oh, the Motormaster. Okay.
Motormaster.
Yeah, worst trailer on a vehicle ever.
And then here he is with his parts.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Just the two cars.
That's all that's come out so far. So
yeah. That's awesome.
I'm still going. I got more here. It's just, Okay, so yeah, I got my Superman fucking punchy mobile.
Oh God, I love that.
Love it.
I know.
Not
It's
$30.
fucking awesome.
Love it, but love it.
I love
Dude,
it.
I think $30 is a steal. That looks exactly like Kenner produced it in '85.
Yeah.
No,
exactly.
I know.
I
agree. But then I got to buy a Superman to put in it.
I got a Superman put in it. I got a Batman for my Batwing.
Yeah.
I got the John Stewart Green Lantern.
Nice. There you go. Now you're getting it.
And again, I was with my lady, and she's like, I'm like, so which spawn should I get?
Oh, nice.
So she picked Commando spawn.
Okay.
With his big old armored leg and machine gun.
I love the fucking spike boot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then locally, I picked up this.
No,
25th
nice.
or
Okay.
No,
Vintage.
this is vintage, man.
Cool.
Has
Wow.
this
Clean.
wheel.
Oh, it's got the Canadian flag on it.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a knockoff?
No, dude. Canada
Fun school.
Yeah. But is that Fun School? That would have been even
dick.
better.
Check the paint on those.
Oh, good old Action Force. You gotta love it.
Oh, fuck off. Anyways, that's what I got, you fucking bitches.
Oh, we love you. We love
That
you.
vamp is pretty nice. Looked pretty clean.
Yeah,
No,
it is.
it was
really
really
good shape.
nice.
Yeah, it looks it.
Is that a short fuse? Did that come with it?
No,
or
it's
just
clutch.
you added
No, it's
in?
clutch, dude.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, even
My
he
bad.
looks really clean.
Got both thumbs.
Oh, yeah, it's got
That's
both
always
thumbs,
a
which I
plus.
was shocked.
Cracked elbow.
So what did that go for compared to like buying something new?
This one, I got this for $60.
Oh,
Okay,
Oh,
that's
that's
not
super
bad.
reasonable.
That's why I took it, man. $60.
Yeah.
I was like, done.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when it displays so nicely, just like that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. So what I got was $1 for $25.99 plus tax and shipping to you. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Let's do some. My beautiful wife got me the What If Darth Vader. Yeah, what if Darth Vader was amazing and pearly white? That'll most likely go with my Christmas decorations because I love it so much. What else? My wife got me lots of fun stuff. Got this, the totally awesome greatest cartoons of the 80s. This is really amazing. Of course, it's got the three greatest franchises that had cartoons back then. But like,
Who's the author of that book? Is that a Mark Bellomo book by any chance? Or?
no, it's Andrew Farrago. Yeah, written by Andrew Farrago.
Okay.
What's really cool is they do these pieces that are like mocked versions. So you can see here it's attached to the page, but you could peel it off pretty easy. But they're mocked versions of like, this is a scale guide, size comparison chart from July 21st, 1987. So each cartoon they review has its own little like removable collectible that, you know, if you were so inclined, and I was kind of thinking about like this would be a fun thing to do for collectors. If you were so inclined, you could just frame that, and that'd be a dope little piece. I mean, it's obviously not official or anything, but it kind of looks like a final cell painting from the Ghostbusters and that kind of shit. So that's really dope. Ow. Let's see. All the stuff they got me was, most of it's up here. Talk about Funko. So I was like, I don't want Funko Pops on my Run DMC stage. My wife got me the Funko Gold vinyl figures.
Nice.
So these are very dope. This red Adidas the DMC is wearing is one of my favorite shirts of all time. I really need to like Google and try to find a vintage, or not shirts, jackets. Find a vintage version of that Adidas jacket.
Dude, that's just the Star Trek: The Next Generation Starfleet uniform.
Red shirt. Oh my god, I was going to make a bad joke, but you get Jam Master Jay, and then you get Run in his hoodie, which I love. So I kind of really like that they're not in their like classic like black and white Adidas jumpsuits or leather outfits, that they're in these more, in my opinion, more true to their style outfits. My wife, gotta love her. The what would you call these? Let's see, 1, 2, the 4-point of articulation little 5-inch figures. Yeah, Mando's gonna shoot you in the face. So loving that. Trying to think what else here. No, I think that's... Oh, I'm missing some stuff they got me. But stuff I got myself. Speaking of Glyos, so Bannerman, they are a Glyos company, put out their last release, unfortunately. They made these little guys that are Glyos compatible. They are so tiny. You can see them here. And then they put out these vinyl tanks for them. This isn't the most impressive tank they put out, but because it was their last release, I wanted to pick it up. So I got that for myself. I got a Funko Jurassic Park vinyl figure Stegosaurus, because I'm a Stegosaurus crazy. All right, let's go quick. Five Below, very cool Soundwave figurine. They make
that is pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it's nice that he has the little ejector thing. Yeah. They make a Prime, a Bumblebee, a Megatron, and a Starscream, but they look like crap. I got this cool dude, the Vintage Collection Dark Trooper. Here, let me see. Can I get that showing up on camera?
Yeah, you can see his eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, light piping on a Star Wars figure. I don't know if it's the first time ever, but it's impressive that they put light piping on his eyes. Really cool figure. And then, of course, this is the deluxe that comes with his little fucking charging station that he pops out of to start trying to kill a little child. And he's got little booster rockets for his feet, so I like that. Lightyear, the Hot Wheels that they put out for Lightyear. This is kind of cool. If you haven't seen this in store for $1, can't beat it. Credit Collection Mando from the 3rd series. This is the 3rd Credit Collection Mando we have. This is Tatooine. Still loving them though. VHS Cyclops.
Nice.
So that's the most current one from that series. These, I should have taken them out, but these are kind of cool. They're the single carded Mini-Mates.
Yeah, we talked about the last
Yeah, you showed those last week.
Did I? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was very drunk last week. I'm very drunk. I'm very drunk right now, so I'm not quite sure what I showed off last week. I don't think I showed this off, but booyah! Crimson Guard,
nice.
Finally.
Yeah.
Haven't had a chance to open them yet, but I got one to open, one to keep on card. Did I show this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting where... So then I showed this then, right? The Knight Rider concept Hot Wheel.
That I don't think you showed.
No, you didn't.
Okay, interesting. So this is a Hot Wheels concept kit car.
Huh.
Isn't that kind of crazy? I don't know. It doesn't
like a
come
Lamborghini.
from any...
Yeah.
It doesn't come from any fiction or anything like that. They just literally said it was Knight Rider kit car concept.
I wonder if they're gonna redo the Knight Rider series now.
Didn't they already try that? Like in their wasn't it called like
They
Knight Rider
did.
2000?
Yeah.
Knight Rider 2000.
Yeah, and it was good.
Maybe
And then
Knight
they-
Rider minus Hasselhoff.
Okay, and let's see. So the last thing, my big Christmas present to myself. And when I say big, I do mean big. Oh my god, it's so heavy. Yeah, motherfucking Batmo Beast.
Oh, you got that shit. That thing is
dude.
huge.
Yeah, $25, and
Okay,
it
fair
came
enough.
it came with a fucking heavy metal Batman or whatever. Fucking. This was another figure my wife got me was Knights of Ren. So he's the one driving my fucking Batmo Beast. But oh my god, this thing is so goddamn gorgeous. I mean, look at
I thought that was a remote control
dirt
vehicle at
deco.
first.
No, dude,
That's what I thought.
It's that fucking $50 McFarlane.
Yeah, that
fucking,
big ass fucking. Yeah.
When people were saying, "Oh, why does Ghost Rider cost $300 when this is $50?" I'm kind of like, yeah, how do you make this for $50? It's the most generic thing you've ever seen. You know, it's just plastic molding screwed together. But it is, the tires are amazing. They're like rubber and squishy. They have detail in and of itself. Look at the little skulls and shit. Wow. Yeah, I mean the detail is absolutely amazing. And again, I bought this during my birthday when I was watching the Mad Max fucking quadrilogy, and this is just the most perfect Mad Max fucking vehicle ever, in my opinion.
That looks like a kid could have some fun playing with that outside in some sand.
Dude, yeah,
you know I mean?
exactly.
Like, that would be.
Oh,
for the price, you wouldn't mind if he got it all shitted up.
Even my daughter, I mean, we were just having fun, just like rolling it down the hall and letting it crash into the wall. You know, nothing is going to fucking break this thing. It's ridiculous.
Chase the dog with it.
Yeah. Last thing, I've had this out here and I haven't talked about it on the show, but for people that have made it this far, I don't even know what the aftermarket value of this is, and I don't really give a shit. But Mattel Creations customer service has just left me hanging. So the one thing I can do is make a credit card claim on it, but maybe somebody would like it. I think we talked about this before. This was the San Diego Comic-Con with the pooper, but my pooper fell off.
Oh,
see,
your
the
fell
pooper's
off, yeah.
in there.
Right.
But it's not opened. If anything wants this for cost, and now I can't even remember what the cost was. Cliff, you remember what the cost of this was?
Oh fuck no, dude. I think it was like pricey. I think it was like $80 or something.
Yeah, I think it was. But it's the super articulated like Amber series T-Rex, and then
the 4-inch Gennaro.
Yeah, you get the pooper Gennaro in there, but
stop calling him the pooper. He wasn't pooping. He was just hiding.
Yes,
because he was a little bitch.
He was hiding on the pooper. If anybody wants this for cost plus shipping, because they'll open it up and display it, because it won't work in the package. He's like now thoroughly wedged under the dinosaur.
Did you get two?
If anybody wants it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have one that's good, and this one I've been trying to get replaced for 3 months now, and I don't know if I'm like on their blacklist. They're just not responding to my emails anymore. But if anybody wants that,
did you put a claim in with your credit card on that?
I haven't yet. No, because I wanted to offer it up if somebody wanted it at cost. I don't know. Maybe it's even worth less than cost nowadays. You never know with collectibles in the last few months, but if anybody wants it, let me know. That'll save me having to put in a credit card claim. But I've been putting in tons of credit card claims. I've had stolen packages, Dorkside Toys, I've had to put claims in on them. So I don't mind it, but I think my credit card company is going to be like, okay, you didn't put in a claim for 5 years, and now you've put in 13 claims in the last month. Just because I've had some really fucking bad experiences, unfortunately. So, anywho, that's what I got.
It's going for like $120 with free shipping on eBay.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. So, if somebody's going to open it, and what did it originally go for? Let's see. SDC.
Somebody has it $145 free shipping.
Yeah, don't you have your spreadsheet like open?
Gennaro. I do, but I don't want to.
About $125 with free shipping or $12 shipping is about what
I know. We're trying to remember what it cost originally.
Yeah.
No, I'm just looking.
No, see, this is all just gonna link. No, what the fuck was that?
I'll just sign in and see what. Look at my past.
I guess I can look at it too. This would be like August. Oh, I can just do a find.
Well, while you guys are looking, I'm going to tell you a little thing about Mattel Creations. They hyped up all their wrestling figures about being, hey, this is going to sell out real quick. All these different podcasters who are like influencers. Hey, guys, you guys got to go on Mattel Creations. They're only going to be selling it for this amount of time. All this shit is sitting on there still, not sold out.
That's exactly right.
Retro Blasting just put out a video about a guy who got totally fucked over with the Macho Man exclusive.
Oh, really?
Which one was that? Which
the one that was supposed to come with the ring?
Oh, what that one was, it was only the first people that ordered it for the early bird. The first people that backed it got that figure, and that figure's worth like $120.
Yeah, because you were talking about that when it first came out. You were talking about how people were going to sell off the Macho Man because that was pretty much.
And those rings from Mattel Creation, now people are selling them at almost at cost of what they paid for the Mattel Creations. Literally.
Crazy.
So let me tell you,
just
Mattel
for the ring itself,
the ring with the figures. I see people selling it at just a little bit above cost. So
like the whole fucking
the aftermarket is crashing on the wrestling. It's crashed on wrestling figures. The people that are buying it hope it's going to sell out, and then they hype it up, and they have a couple of podcasts that all they talk about is figures, and they get everybody going. Buy them. It's a limited 2. You got to get them. So they go on sale. And now they don't sell out because there's so much inventory. Kind of like with the Target with the Outback and the Viper and the Bat. They're flooded now. It is no aftermarket now in these new release toys.
Yeah.
So now you should wonder how this whole thing's going to change.
I did look at I looked at my spreadsheet, and it is $80. So anybody plus 4% tax. They don't charge our full. So $85 plus shipping to you. You get the whole thing in the original shipper box. Because I'm not going to pad it or anything either. So it might get crushed in shipping. But anybody interested, let me know. If not, I'm going to put a credit card claim on it for fucking them. It's been one of those things. It's been like, I was like, it's been a month. I haven't heard from anybody. Let me know if it just got caught in my spam filter. Okay, now it's been 2 weeks after I sent a thing in a month ago about it being a month old. So that's some pretty sad state of affairs for Mattel Creations, unfortunately. Okay, before we get into,
Cliff still needs to go, man.
No, I lost my turn for being booted off.
Shit! No,
that's what you guys were saying.
I was literally just kidding, but I thought you went.
Yeah, I want to see.
Just because I always see what you get, like all the time. But yes, please go, Cliff. Yeah, everybody knows Cliff. Spoiler.
Got a bunch of vintage Batman. Next, let's go chronologically. The year is 1992. The weather cold. Batman is Arctic.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, I love it.
Does he have the Arctic padding on his armor?
He's got a shitty ass missile.
What is that?
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, it's like a computerized. I don't know what it is. It's just the armor that slips over his head. He's got like a little bubble. And the bubble has the 2 bat ears. It's awesome.
That's funny.
Got him. Like I said, if you follow my posts on Instagram, the most realistic penguin I've ever seen. It's like it's fucking taken straight from the movie.
Yeah.
But is that the same mold as the other one that was the blue suit?
It's the exact. It's a superpowers. Yeah, it's
superpowers.
Okay.
Yeah, just repainted. Then I got the
Breakalizer's excited that your Batman has no yellowing.
All right, well, I get him mint on card. I just find the cheapest mint on card one with a shitty card because I'm tearing it off.
Yeah.
So you're purposely looking for a mint on card, like you won't search for them loose.
No, I do a search. Then I do buy it now, price plus shipping lowest first.
Okay.
And then I've noticed that a loose complete is within $4 to $5 of a mint on card with a shitty card. So I just get the mint on card with a shitty card.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
$5. That makes sense.
Might as well enjoy opening it.
Yeah, I got the penguins.
Oh god, I want these so bad.
Super cool, dude.
God, they're awesome.
Yes.
Okay, now we're gonna skip over the 3rd film in the franchise. And we're gonna go straight to the 4th film in the franchise.
Thank God.
Batman and Robin. got
I saw these. Yeah.
Mr. Freeze with cryonic bazooka blast.
Oh my god!
Look at the size of that fucking.
Dude.
So how much does that look? How much does that look like Arnie? Put it.
This one is the one that looks the
good
most
focus.
screen accurate.
Yeah. That one actually looks like Ernie. Yeah.
This one actually looks like Mr. Freeze does in the movie. Then I got Mr. Freeze's henchman, Frostbite, who's got all this clip-on armor.
Oh, I really love it.
And a couple hockey sticks.
This is reminding me a lot of Running Man for some reason.
Is that figure on rollerblades like they were in the movie?
He does not have roller skates. I was a little disappointed to see that. By the way, the cast members, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jesse Ventura from the hit film Running Man, are also both in Batman and Robin.
Yes, I know.
Ventura was in there?
Yeah, he's one of the prison guards at Arkham.
Oh, okay.
I literally seen that
Poison
movie
Ivy
100
kisses him and
times.
kills him. I got Bane,
Nice.
which is just, let's be honest, it's just a comic Bane
Yeah.
because he's not green.
I watched that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie with the Batman with my son 100 times when he was a little kid.
Whoa.
That was his favorite fucking movie, and every time I watch it, I'd find a little something different. Oh man,
Poison Ivy
Please.
looks nothing like Uma Thurman, but really the only Poison Ivy figure they made.
Yep.
looks like Becky Lynch from WWE.
All right, then we're gonna get all. Oh wait, I did finish my custom George Clooney, Bruce Wayne.
I saw
Oh
this.
yes,
Yes.
these were very good. Him and Val Kilmer.
Yeah, this one's different. This one I actually cut off Two-Face's hands because he had that gun that was sculpted in, and I just replaced him with the hands of the Bruce Wayne figure and just glued him in place and then painted him flesh colored. So I did both a head swap and the head swap. So Bruce Wayne didn't have a peg on his neck because he came on one of those figures that like the head goes below the shoulders to put on the Batman armor. So I cut Two-Face's neck off at the collar and then just glued the Clooney's head onto that stump so he still has articulation.
Oh, nice.
And you can probably see how there's a little line
impressive.
there.
Yeah.
So he can still turn his head.
Very good. Very good.
And then the last thing I got was the Hunter Prey Superman Doomsday 2-pack from the Man of Steel line. Now, I had all these as a kid. I still have my entire collection. The one figure I'm missing from my entire collection was Doomsday. So, again, the Doomsdays that were loose all kind of had a little bit of yellowing on his ponytail.
Mm-hmm.
So I just said, fuck it, I'll just buy one mint on card and then just get another Superman.
So what did that run you?
This was like $22.90, something like that.
Nice. On card?
Dude,
on card.
epic prices.
Dude. And I also got a bunch more shit coming that just hasn't arrived yet. Like I got two different I got the Cyberlink Batman and the Cyberlink Superman 2-pack that came out in the Man of Steel line. There were like two different colorways, so I got them both, and they were both about $20 each. Again,
Nice.
fucking ridiculous.
Can't beat that.
You can. That's why I'm just like I said. I don't even get. No, the Clooney head came from the Transforming Bruce Wayne, and then a bunch of these figures came with their price tags.
Oh yeah, the
So I-
tag.
Oh, you all surgically removed them?
I'm gonna laminate them
Nice.
because I
That's awesome.
fucking love vintage price tags. I got 3. I got 2 Toys R Us's and a Walmart.
I hate them on anything I want to have part of my serious collection, but like that crystal ball I got from Brian's Toys, that one I like to have a price tag because it's goofy. Like I'm not getting crystal ball because it's my favorite figure.
I love.
Yeah, dude, I'm all in. If
Like,
like, and I love that there's
figures.
collectors like you, Jason, who don't want a price tag because I will buy the price
Yeah,
tag.
yeah,
all day.
because it drops the value. Yeah.
Like I think a price tag to me makes it worth
Increase
more
it.
to me.
Well, and Rock's the same way with signatures, right? Rock, like to me, a signature devalues a figure. I don't
It
want
depends,
a
like, to
signature
me-
from something I didn't get it from, you know.
See, it's different with me because like the wrestling guys, they signed them, and it's like a lot of them are passing away, especially these figures that are 30
This
years
is
old.
true.
So
Yeah.
like most of the ones I have, well, Jimmy Snuka's passed away. The other guys are all still alive. But the opportunity to get these ones signed, like right now, there's a Brutus Beefcake on eBay for $400 that's signed with a picture of him holding the LJN. I'm tempted on it, but
that's dope.
I don't want a Star Wars figure autographed. Like I wouldn't want a. I sold all my Star Wars figures.
A David Prowse.
Yeah, I sold all those. It wasn't.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want a Kenner figure. I wouldn't want a vintage Kenner figure signed.
You're right. I think that's a good point. I think I would be much happier with a wrestling figure signed, just because they're more of the character, right? Like
right.
it's
like an actual
like
person.
their persona. Yeah, it's their persona. They're the people. That kind of thing. Yeah, I could see that. I like that a lot better.
And can we just talk about how beautiful a black and white Batman looks?
That is crisp, very crisp.
Like that is just so badass looking.
Yeah.
Is that the Arctic one without the Arctic
yeah,
stuff?
it's just the Arctic guy without his chest armor.
Okay. Okay. Arctic Batman and penguins I need to pick up. All right. Let's get through a few grab bags, and then let's talk about the new year.
Screw the grab bag. I want to see Slick's spreadsheet.
Oh,
yeah, all the grab bags Transformers anyway. It's just garbage.
Yeah, exactly. Rise of the Beast. So during the Broncos LA Rams game, which, oh my God, I feel ashamed to be from Denver during that game, but they just had this virtual reality fucking Optimus Prime as Optimus Primal come out. And he's got his dual blades, which is kind of cool. He makes his little gorilla face bullshit, but I thought that was kind of interesting just because it was Broncos. Grimlock now has a 1 ounce pure silver coin, which I don't know what silver goes for anymore. I looked before the pandemic. Silver.
Last time they had a coin like this, it was like 2.5 times the actual price of silver.
Was it? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I think silver was like $20 an ounce, and the coin was like $80, or was it $90 an ounce? Or
okay, so it is now $24,
and that coin is how much?
Let's see here.
It's $100.
Yeah, $100. Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous. Okay. So you're investing in the paint and the little protector and the G1 box art that more looks like the world's smallest Transformers box art.
Yeah, wow, $100 for that, eh?
And it's the Queen.
Yeah,
it's the EU. All right. And then lastly, these came in right at the beginning of our show last week, so we didn't get to show them, but the Reactivate game that we were talking about, that's going to be a platform, PC, I forget the terminology, AAA, 4A, 5A fucking video game, whatever it's going to be. We get to see some alt modes of what these are looking like. So Slipstream's kind of crazy to see a very obscure character. Same thing with Windblade to make it in. All right, who's eating? It's not Rock, he's muted. Is that you, Cliff? Are you opening a bag?
Sorry, I was doing it very quietly. I got the two figures before you heard me.
I just had to lotus it up in here for a minute. But kind of cool alt modes. You got Ironhide here, Sunstreaker, what a Lamborghini would look all war decked out. Shit like that. We talked about the Soundwave. Kind of looks like the Thunder Machine, I guess, a little bit, but
no, that does not look like
no. That looks more like the Batmobile than the Thunder Machine.
All right, so that's the end of the show. All right, so we will see you sooner rather than later, or no, I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, are we doing the spreadsheet off air? I thought this was going to be part of the show.
No, full transparency. I wanted to talk about my spreadsheet. So if people don't know, I keep track of every toy I buy, both to sell and not to sell and all that kind of bullshit. So it is called the Toy Budget Tracking. And then it has a year. I'm only going to show 1 year because, again, I want this to be full transparency for people that, you know, I think when I started watching podcasts, I was just like, oh my God, how do they afford all of this? Like, they just have everything I want to buy and all this kind of bullshit. And I wanted to fucking let people know what I spend and how I'm able to afford it. So, one, how I'm able to afford it is inheritance. That's all it is, point blank. Like, I have had, my family is a very poor family. All of us save our money like ridiculous. People know I'm like one of the cheapest persons they've ever met. Unfortunately, a few of my family members have died at a young age and fucking given us the money that they've been saving their entire life, and now I'm spending it on toys. And that sounds a little crass, but that's what I'm doing, unfortunately. So this is not hard-earned money on my part, and I don't want anyone to ever feel like they need to try to keep up with what I buy or anything like that from money that they make from a hard-earned fucking day of work. This is all inheritance money, and so that's why I feel a little bit easier spending it, but I shouldn't. And this year is going to be a reckoning because I'm out of space. If I want to keep buying toys, I have to get a storage facility, and that's what I always told myself. If I had to get a storage facility, the fun's over. Like, something major has to happen. And so I haven't quite figured that out yet. I keep telling myself I'm going to be the 99-cent auction guy, where I start from, this is how I clean my house. I start from one corner and I just work my way through and I do everything that needs to be done. I could do that with all these toys to sell. I could just start at one corner, start posting them for 99 cents a piece, and I think eventually it'd catch on, right? Like, you would get enough people following your eBay shit that nothing would ever go too below value, but you would get those hits, right? You'd get a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive that sells for $10 when you paid $100 for it, just because no one's interested in it. But that's why I'm trying to figure out how to do this. But we will take a look.
In all fairness, like, it just what we really need to get you to do is just start committing to like photographing and listing.
Yes, exactly, exactly, and that's really what I need to do. I'm a web developer, so what I think I really want to do is I want to do a store, you know, where I'm only going to get a 3% ding on the credit card stuff, but I just need to be adding to it. And if I just did it as a full-time job, which my app has now had, we talked about it in the last one, right? We now have investor interest. We possibly could have
we did off air.
full-time
I don't think we did on the show.
Oh, okay. So my app possibly could have investors in it where my job will now be full-time, full paid, more money than I could ever make selling toys, and toys will just become, again, something I have to store. But if that doesn't work out, toys need to sustain me for the next year, period. So
Shopify, that's what you should do, is a Shopify store.
And that my problem with Shopify and an eBay store, Rock, is that you got to pay what, like $20 to $30 a month for it, right?
But eBay stores, I think 12, but then you got to pay the fees, which is like,
okay.
Yeah, eBay's only $12,
and then you get all your
fees.
eBay fees. Yeah, and see, and that's what I want to.
Cost.
That's why I want to try to avoid. For a client, I'm actually working with a client that's looking to open a Shopify store. So I've done some research there. Shopify can be as cheap as $20 a month, and their fees are only 3% because it's just a store. You know, like Four Horsemen, Super 7. Bannerman, you know, all the big like small toy retailers use Shopify. So that's another option. So, but let's get to the sickness. Let's get to the transparency here.
Oh, I've been dying to know these numbers because I see how much stuff you. And I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
No job, how the fuck? Did you
exactly, exactly. It's all inheritance, so don't feel like I'm.
Oh no! I know, but I was always thinking, like, damn, like it's just.
It's ridiculous. It ends up with this, you know. So if you're anything like me, please stop now. Because this has spiraled out to like hoarders. Well, it was the last show, right? Where it all like fell down on top of me. Maybe that was after the show when we were off air, but yeah. So let's just take a look at December. So this is a little crazy. Now December, you get lots of deals. So we can see Brick Bunch. These are knockoff Lego figures that I got at half off. So they're only $2.50 a piece. And there's some fun ones here, right? Rick and Morty, Jeepers Creepers, Captain Spaulding. We get into some Instagram purchases that are pretty cheap during this time. December, this is the discount column here in the M. So you can see December, I get lots of fucking discounts. So I buy a lot in December because there's lots of discounts. But as we scroll down, the rows start at 6. So we're getting to, now we're at 88. So that means I've bought 82 figures so far. Oh, okay. That was the last row. So I bought 82 toys in December alone. 82. That's fucking ridiculous. Now you can see some of the numbers here. Okay. That is obviously not the right calculation. That should be 88 minus 1. Okay. So I spent almost $1,800 in December. This is what my average tax was. This is what my shipping was. Now, because December is a very good month for discounts, I did save $500 on all the toys that I bought. So my end spend was $1,500.
That's half my mortgage payment.
Yeah. Now we want to talk about overall balance. Remember, my budget per year is $2,000, or it's $2,400. It's $200 a month, which is not realistic nowadays. That's a budget I came up with 10 years ago, but I keep it in there just as a reminder. But that is my yearly spend. Add $2,400 to that, so $19,500 is what I spent on toys. And those aren't toys to sell. Those are toys for my collection.
Man, I don't feel so bad about spending $85,000 on an in-ground pool right now with brickwork and sod and fencing and everything else.
You're exactly right, Rock.
Holy
like
shit.
I say, I wanted to put this fucking transparency out here because it's a fucking sickness. Look at this. Overall per toy was $28.
Hey man, you got any more of them action figures?
Overall per day, I spent $65 on toys per day.
A day, yeah.
A day.
Hey Jason, have you ever thought about just doing cocaine? It might be cheaper. It might be cheaper.
Oh, and I don't. Oh no, this isn't even the right. Oh, this isn't the right fucking. This is like February's fucking. Oh God, this isn't even right. I thought I double checked this, but this is just January and February's calculations. This is correct. The overall balance, I did double check that. You can see it's got the full year up here in the fucking formula and shit. But
can I ask a question?
Okay, so yeah, disregard overall per toy and per day. That is not correct.
Hey, Jason, I don't want to get too personal, but like,
no, please
does your
do.
Wife have
please
any?
Do.
Does your wife have any idea how much money you spent?
No clue. We keep our finances completely separate.
Me and my wife do too. Like, I pay the big bills, she pays certain bills, but like when
we pay our bills completely in half. Like,
oh, okay, I don't do that.
If I buy a stick of butter, she pays half for it, and I.
Oh, okay. Like, I pay the mortgage, so, I pay my car payment, I buy all the groceries, I buy all the, like, if you go to Target or BJ's. My wife does like her car. She does all of our cell phones, all of our car insurance. We do separate gas. But like when she would get she'd get a bunch of packages, it'd be like, oh, it's a fucking another Michael Kors pocketbook, another Michael Kors pocketbook. Yeah. I'm like, I know these things are 3 bills each. Yeah. So I would be like, whoa, how much are you spending on all this shit? Like, she would never ask me like how much I'm spending on my stuff because she knew like I bought and sell, and you said the PayPal free money thing. But now that so that's what I'm saying.
Your
so
sales are drying up.
Yeah, so like I don't buy anything either, but does she really know like the total amount you spend, or she just knows that there's a shit ton of boxes coming every day?
No. I would never show her this spreadsheet.
So how much it
is completely available. We share a Google Drive together. So if she ever wanted to go into my toys folder and look at my toy budget, she could see it. I'm not like, it's not an encrypted file on my laptop or something. I'm thinking like
19.5, you could basically have gutted 2 bathrooms into 2 designer bathrooms, or you could have done like half a kitchen renovation. You know what I mean? Like,
and the nice thing is,
or half a new car.
And like I say, full on transparency. Everybody in my family hated my uncle, and because of my mom, I reached out to him. I stayed in touch with him. We spent many an uncomfortable long weekend with him, talking about all of his hates and concerns and all this, and I'm not trying to fucking say I earned the money, but because I chose to keep my family within reach and to talk to them on holidays and to go visit them and stuff like that, that's why I have this money. There's no other reason. If any of my other family would have done the same, they would have shared in this money that I inherited. And this isn't just my uncle, it's also my grandfather, which I do share with my aunts and my uncles and stuff like that. But it's all inheritance. This is all money that other people have earned. Now, on my uncle's part, he's been on disability for 12 years. So, unfortunately, part of this is taxpayers' money that, he saved from his disability. So... But I just wanted to highlight the sickness, and please don't get sucked into it, man. I mean, because it's inheritance, I'm very lucky, and we still have no credit card debt, which not a lot of people can say, that kind of stuff. But we also don't have $20,000 in our retirement account that could be in our retirement account. We have bathrooms from the 70s, where we could have bathrooms from 2021, kind of thing. So I like this full transparency at the end of the year to just tell people fucking don't do what I do, like, go on vacations with your families, build a pool where you can have family over, and have family events at your house like Rock can now do.
Well, do you, I mean, honestly, do you regret it now, looking back at how much you spent? Or
I do. Because really, if I could drop the hammer tomorrow and get 80%, 80 cents per dollar, I would do it tomorrow. But when you sell a collection this size, when you sell, and I haven't been spending $20,000 for 15 years. You know, at the beginning, it started off to be $2,000, and then it was $3,000. You know, but you know, if I could sell my $200,000 collection, is somewhere where it's about, tomorrow for $100,000, I would do it. But you can't do that.
Well, I can tell you something
Brian's
from my
toys.
experience.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me tell you what my dad. Like, my dad passed away 2 years ago. My dad had a sports memorabilia collection that he said he was worth $30,000.
Mm-hmm.
We had several different people come to the house, look at the collection. The most amount of money we got offered was $3,000.
Yeah, 90%.
So my mom,
less
my mom's,
of what-
my mom. Actually, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Let me backtrack. My mom had an auction house come to the house. The guy cherry picked the 12 best items in the collection. He put them out to auction. They got a 25% buyer premium and a 25% seller's premium. My mom got like $1,200 from that. She had another guy come. He robbed my mom, picked a couple items out, said, my mom, I only have $300 cash on me. He got a couple $1,000 worth of stuff. Then my mom called another guy who buys collections. He paid my mom $3,000 for every single thing down there. Must have been like 50 autographed football jerseys. I can't tell you how many helmets that were signed. My mom got around $5,000 for 30,000. Well, my dad said it was worth $30,000.
What? Yeah, exactly.
So like 20%, and my mom's thrilled that she got that. Meanwhile, I'm like, oh my god, you sold a Dan Marino like full size pro helmet for like $120. I'm like, that helmet not autographed is $300.
Yeah.
So without the autograph, I'm like, this is Dan Marino signed it. So I'm like, oh, but my mom, as meanwhile, now the money my mom got from my dad's collection, she literally has to take that money and pay it to a junk man to sell, to get rid of all the furniture in the house that she's getting rid of, because I'm building her an apartment in my basement. So we call. That's what I was doing this week. I called a guy. It's like $500 to $700 a load to get rid of the furniture she's not taking. So I told her, I go, all that money from Dad's collection, just keep that on the side, because all this furniture and all this stuff in the house that you are not taking, it has to be paid to be thrown out. And then my mom has mold issues in her house because the water comes up through the foundation in Pennsylvania, and it's like a $10,000 for I'm not sure if it's a French drain or something like that needs to be put in. But there's mold. And I told her, you can't bring anything in your house that has mold to my house because you're going to infect my entire house.
Yeah.
So she's really only taking like the clothes on her back and a couple of TVs and her living room set, which is leather furniture. Everything else in the house is being tossed. So I told her that $3,000 to $5,000 you just got you have on the side, allot that for 1-800-GOT-JUNK or College Hunks hauling junk, because you have to. I said everything is cheaper to buy new than to pay to move it 250 miles.
Yeah.
So, but I know what you're saying. Like, people that buy collections, they want deals, and they're only going to pay pennies on the dollar. Because the guy even told her, he goes, "I have a store. I'm going to sit with a lot of this stuff for a long time."
Yeah.
And I told my mom, "You do what you want." I mean, I wasn't happy, but I'm at the point where to sell the house, every realtor that came in said, we can't list this house because your basement is nothing but sports memorabilia. And people can't see past that as a family room or a TV room or something. All they see is just a fucking 100 football jerseys.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, can you imagine if you, not to pick on you, but say if you wanted to sell your house, you couldn't sell your, they'd be like, oh no, you got to take all these toys down.
No, trust me, that's been my wife's, number one complaint is like, even if we could, even if the most amazing deal showed up and we could buy a new house and we would have to get rid of our, like, they give you like a 90-day leeway when you take out a new mortgage and you have a current home and all that. She's like, we could never sell our house in that 90-day leeway because there's no fucking way you could get anything out of there in that time. I would literally have to buy a house size fucking storage unit and move all my shit there in a whole
house with a
separate
barn.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, and then we talk about like, what if I died tomorrow? You know, like, I have things in place. Like, Lotus has said he would come and help Jessica. Peter has said he would come and help.
Probably be a good help.
Yeah, you know, Peter said he would come and help Jessica, but at some point they can't live here. They can't sell stuff for a year. They just need to reach out to Brian's Toys and fucking TF Source and have representatives come out here, look at my spreadsheets, look at the fucking, you know, some totes that have completely collapsed on themselves in my storage unit. You know, who knows what's in those boxes and what's now crushed because I just keep putting fucking storage. Like I say, it's a sickness.
Okay, so getting back to this whole thing, so is your New Year resolution being like, I'm cutting back, or I'm going to make an effort to sell, or what's the end plan?
I'm still trying to figure it out, and that is, Cliff, you probably know that it's the addict's bargaining, right? You know, when you're an addict, you keep saying, oh, I'm going to do this, but not quite go that far, you know, and I'm going to do that, but not this. And so I'm still at the addict's bargaining phase where I'm like, okay, so there's no toy January, which I'm usually pretty good at, unless I buy things that I can return for cheaper than what I bought for them. That's usually all I do in January. So that'll take me through a month. But after that month, I mean, I think one of the biggest thing is just fucking stop pre-ordering shit. And Cliff, we were talking about this before the show, right? Like, I think that's the biggest thing that any collector can do is just stop pre-ordering shit. It may be hard to find in a couple months, you know, when it gets released. You may pay double, but that won't make a difference when you can find it for half off on a clearance sale or something like that down the road. Getting away from exclusives, like I showed the Dark Trooper. Not only did I get this Dark Trooper, I got a second Dark Trooper because they came in little things, so you had to have two to put together. But then I bought the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive that came with the Dark Trooper and Grogu. You know, like, I don't know where I'm going to go.
See, I know from my experience when I was moving, when I had to empty out my basement, I had that house for 15 years, and everything was like, just throw it in the basement. And I had multiple different layers of collections. I had, when I was into my rock and roll memorabilia collecting, I had that phase of the basement in totes. Then I had my horror memorabilia that I was collecting. Then I had my toys that I bought, and then Junior, it was my collection, then Junior played with, then he wasn't playing with anymore, then that went in the basement. And that was when we had to come to the God meeting with my wife, which was like, we're downsizing when we move. I mean, this house is bigger than my other one, but it was just like, you can't bring all that shit here because the basement, we know we're making the apartment for your mom. So you don't have 1,000 square feet to store fucking totes to the ceiling again. And that's when I made that come to Jesus meeting where I'm like, it's either being thrown out, it's being sold, or it's being donated. And there's a show called The Home Edit where that's what they did. It was like, can you read? And that's what I did. And now I'm down to a couple. Now after eBay, I have, between everything to my details is my prime collection. I have maybe 2 or 3 cardboard boxes of stuff that's not on display. Where I used to have a dozen totes that were filled.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like that's how much I've downsized.
Well, you've been my inspiration, and when you say a dozen totes, it just I don't know if it makes me laugh or it makes me cry inside because I have 187 totes. 187, easy.
Just think about it. The average tote is $10. You spend $2,000 in totes.
Yeah, just in totes. And think about all of the carded, like, because I would say 90% of my collection is unopened. You know, even though this is called Open Your Toys, you know, 90% of my collection is unopened. And so...
Well, that's because you had every intention of opening a retail store.
No,
Your collection is open.
Yeah.
Your inventory is what you left unopened.
No. That's what I'm saying.
Because you would buy two. You buy one to open.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Is I have bought so much stuff over the years that 90% of my collection is unopened because I haven't been able to get to it. New stuff comes in, because I'm not like you, Cliff. I don't like pick a night and then just like open 12 to 15 toys and do my thing.
Fun.
I do every once in a while. But for the most part, I open a toy on Tuesday and then I open one on Saturday. No, I know. I feel you. I feel you. But yeah, so like I say, no, don't cry for me, Argentina. I am living the life. I buy any toy, every toy I ever want to. And now, oh, poor me, in my 2,000 square foot house with my oversized garage and my added on fucking storage, fucking facility. Now I'm running out of space. Cry. Don't fucking cry for me. Please make fun of me. Hold me to shit. Like I say, every time we're on the show, ask me how many toys I've sold. Because I am hopefully going to be better about it.
What you need, Jason, is you need that moment that I had. That moment when Hasbro was like, guess what? G.I. Joes are now $25.
This
and I was
is
like,
true.
Nope.
This is true. I mean,
and
you're
I canceled
right.
all of it.
TVC Black Series over $25, done. Not doing it. TVC over $15, done. Not doing it.
But I mean, this has to. I'm assuming this has to cause a lot of friction between you and Jessica, right? This whole.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's. We're like any couple where every time we argue, it's not what started the argument. It's everything else that's happened in the last 20 years, right?
Oh, my wife was saying, there's something.
Yeah,
it'll be like, well, you didn't do this, and then this, and she brings up 4 other things. It has nothing to do with what we're actually arguing about. But that's like a picture, like everything, like eventually be like, well, you have a million fucking toys,
yes,
or you spend how much on.
And the only thing that has kept her from being more hardcore about it is I've bailed her out of credit card debt. Again, not me. Inheritance has bailed her out of her own credit card debt. So, she has her own issues with overspending, but her overspending, like you say, is like pocketbooks that are very expensive. They don't take up a lot of space. A $300 toy takes up a hell of a lot more space than a $300 pocketbook.
I wish I can go in the other room. We have a guest bedroom, and it's got a double closet, and they're all in these like protective bags, these silk bags, and they're all in there. Those are my spring and summer bags. You can't wear those in the winter. Those are spring and summer colors.
Exactly. So she has her own things she's dealing with that we will eventually need to deal with as a couple. But yeah. So,
well, I'm going to say something that's probably kind of earth-shattering. Since I haven't been spending all this money on toys, I'm taking the whole fucking family to Mexico. We're all going to a resort. We're going to Playa del Carmen. It's all-inclusive resort. We're going to see this this pyramid.
Donkey show?
No.
Oh,
this is
sorry.
no. I'm taking my son too. But we're going to see this pyramid. They're gonna do this thing where you can dive and see what does it like scuba with sea turtles and shit.
Oh,
And meanwhile, I'm not
God,
like a
see?
water person. I'm not a beach person,
Yeah.
but I know the food is really good there. The drinks are good. They have like swim up bars. But we haven't gone on vacation in 8 years, like a real go away vacation. But like,
Well,
I still am not spending money on
Are you guys
toys.
doing
We're
that
gonna do
this
something like
winter?
that.
Getting out of it?
End of September.
Okay, so this in the fall. Okay.
Yeah, in the
Excellent
fall. But like, I just got my thing to get a passport and all that stuff. Like, I'm planning in advance. So, but like, last time we went away, we went to Disney when my son was like 5 or 6. He's 15 now.
Well, so let's put this in perspective. We did a 2-week vacation in Disney and Universal, right? And Jessica saved up for that through her stock contributions at Charles Schwab. Again, nice white collar job where she gets lots of perks and stuff like that. That 2 weeks at Disney and Universal, $19,000.
I believe it easily.
And that's everything. Thank God. Flights, hotels, souvenirs, transportation. That's everything. That's all included. But yeah, $20,000 for that. And that's what I think about. Like, I'm like, okay, so I bought a year's worth of toys for the same amount of money that we went on one of the most expensive vacations you could ever take. You know,
and what do you have to show for you? Some memories.
Yeah, exactly. But we could have gone to Dubai. We could have gone to fucking Australia for that same amount of. We could have gone and seen Roger.
Yeah.
Roger's been playing with his. But speaking of passports, you guys want to see a passport we just found? My passport from 1992.
Oh yes, please take the.
Oh,
what the fuck is
who
that?
the fuck is that? That's fake. That's
what
fake.
is fake news.
Yep, fake news.
So Cliff, can you renew that? Can you go out of country and try to show that and be like, who's this little kid? Who's your little brother?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to double check and make sure my social security number isn't on it. It is not, but yeah,
it was blurry enough that somebody might be able to freeze frame it. And
there's no social security number on it.
I don't think the 7 people still listening to my sad sob story are going to try to steal your identity.
Well, you know what? At least you do have that ace in the hole about like, hey, I don't hear about how much money I spent on toys. We spent this much money on vacation.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like.
No,
you kind of have that in your back pocket.
Yeah, but she saved for years for me to do that. I just spent my fucking uncle's money, which, it's all fucking garbage. But anyways.
So now our one last question. So we know you haven't had a paying job in 2 years, but you've been developing this thing. Are you at that point now, like, with the inheritance, maybe that you have to actually start working again, or you have to start selling to bring money in?
No. So this year, I was supposed to get a job or sell toys. So I didn't sell toys, so I should have gotten a job this year. Now, 2023, I have to get a job or sell toys. So literally within the next month or two, if I cannot bring in $2,000 to $3,000 a month, which isn't that much when you consider toys, but now we're going through a recession, and all that kind of bullshit.
Shit's not selling.
Yeah, exactly. So that may come faster than I thought. But the good news is my app, we are in the final stages of getting $10 million in funding. So what $10 million in funding means for my app is I now have a high 6-figure year job that even if the investors want to buy it, take our product and try to lay us all off with their voting shares and all that kind of bullshit.
What's Elon Musk buying the company?
Well, no, but it's a venture capitalist that's what they fucking do.
Yeah.
They buy company. They say, oh, we'll give you this much per share and we're going to take this share of the company and then we put these people on our board and then we lay all you off and now we own your company for what we put into it. If they do that, they have to pay me my high six-figure salary for the last 3 years that I've been working on it. So, and then I keep all of my shares and, so at that point I become, for lack of a better word, a millionaire.
So win-win then.
Yeah, it is possible. Now, I am the most pessimistic person ever. I talked about it on our after show before, but I just want people to know that I do have the possibility of recouping all of this fucking garbage, but I don't think I will. I'm a pessimist when it really comes down to it, or a pragmatist, I should say. I'm a realist. That I don't think we're going to get that $10 million share. Eventually, we're going to have to sell this company, and I will make cents on the dollar, and I'll be stuck with all these toys, and I'll be right back here. But in the
Bust
long
into
run,
that shed, man. You got shit
again,
from 2008.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Please don't cry for me, Argentina. Like, I make this sound like it's horrible, but my gears are constantly working. I'm not that stupid guy. None of this has been done to end up homeless or anything like that. It will work out. It's just how will it work out is the question. All right, we're almost 3 hours, but anybody else? Wait, what is this? Is that a pic of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid? Are you talking about in my back?
No, it's 11.
Oh,
it's
his passport. I was like, what is that coming from? And Brinkalizer, just because, dude, I don't know how you do it on working man's income, but he says I commend you for your bravery.
Maybe Brink married a saint of a woman.
No, I think Brink does it responsibly, and that's how he's able to do it. But
wait until next episode when he sees.
He also lives in Delaware, so no
the repercussions
tax, right?
of his goddamn actions. When he sees what we got next time,
and they have the
it'll be a horse's head in his bed.
I know Delaware is a
Batman's.
I know Delaware is a very tax-friendly state because my parents look to retire there because there's no state income tax, and they're I think the home on property taxes are relatively lower there too as compared to other states in the area. So I think that's a nice way to save a little money too. You can use to buy toys.
Yeah, we're gonna move all around the country, but we're gonna base out of like Wyoming or Delaware, somewhere where they're just like, oh yeah, you don't have to pay any taxes. We're like, word. All right, motherfuckers. Thank you for hanging in there. Hear me whine about how much money I've spent on toys. Jesus Christ, I feel like shit. But for 30 minutes, I really appreciate it. Thank you, Badass, for entertaining us with some Batwing and some fucking punching Superman mobile.
Dude, this thing is fucking cool as shit. I can't help it.
It makes me want to buy it now. After that whole diatribe, I want to go just spend $30 for no reason.
If I had that Superman thing, my wife would be washing dishes. I'd come up behind her, hit her in the ass with that thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And I'm thinking about getting a second Batwing. I want to get one to paint black.
They haven't hit clearance, right?
Not yet. No, I'm watching. The figures are $7 each.
It even has side compartments. Like
that's a jail according to the instructions.
Right? Yeah. If you look, it has the vents for the people to breathe. Right.
Yeah. But you can't fit any of the new superpowers figures in it. It's too small. All right, guys. All right. I gotta run to Walmart or Walgreens.
Me too.
Oh wait, Jason, Evil King. There's a new guy, the Evil King.
Macronus.
He wanted to know what the yearly total spent was.
He can go back and look.
So what was the yearly total spend again? So this would have been $2,400. Yeah, 19.5. 19.5K in a year. Yeah. So everything that everybody ever wanted, I bought, and 90% of it is in a box in a fucking tote somewhere in my storage bin. All right. We will see you sooner rather than later. Like, I'm literally about to cry. We'll see you sooner rather than later.
Later rather than sooner.
Peace.
Peace.